Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to a brand new stream. We are back today with another episode of the Barry Huckleheim career mode. We're going into the Spanish Grand Prix for today's stream. Last time out, we had the Canadian Grand Prix, but we scored ourselves another nice little podium to add to the tally this season. Basically got a podium every single race so far this season, which we finished in. Obviously, we DNF'd in Monaco, so that doesn't really count as a finish, but every race we have finished in so far this season, we have got a podium out of. So consistency is there, but obviously that DNF in Imola did obviously drop us a good point deficit in the championship. We have extended our range to Max Verstappen as well. He's currently sitting second in the championship. He's got a P5 in Canada, so we outscored him by, I think it was about 5 or 6 points out in Montreal. So we now have, I think, a 26-point gap, or a 28-point gap, or something like that, to Max Verstappen in the championship now, which is a pretty decent margin, but obviously going into Spain today, want to try and increase that a little bit if we can. But we are winless in our last 5 races. I know we got a podium pretty much every finish, but we are winless in our last 5 races. We haven't won since Australia, so can we turn that around today and get back to winning races in Spain? We'll have to wait and see. But for now, we'll see what we can do leading up to the Spanish Grand Prix. A Vince Spain Grand Slam incoming. Honestly, I don't think we've ever actually had have we ever had a Grand Slam? I don't know if we have. I'm sure we haven't led every single lap of a Grand Prix this career, that's for sure. So, I don't think we have got a Grand Slam, but we'll see. We'll see. Very full off could excite fans. We have fallen off quite a bit, to be fair. We obviously dropped a lot of points to Max in Imola. We dropped a few in Monaco as well, but we did gain a few in Canada. So, you know, the one I'm honestly more concerned about is Leclerc. Leclerc has won 3 of the last 4 races, so he's been gaining massively on us in recent races. He's not dropped points on us since Japan, so the last 4 races, Leclerc has gained quite a lot on us, so maybe he'll be more of a rival than Verstappen at some point this season, but yeah, we'll see. Dimitri's hard for reason. To be fair, we probably would have got a good position. I mean, to be fair, finishing P3 is still decent, but I think we could have caught Alonso at the end of Canada if we didn't have that pit stop issue, because that costs a lot of time, not just for the pit stop, but we got put into some pretty bad traffic, which lost us a good bit of time as well. So all that time we lost from that one pit stop error probably costs a P2 out in Canada, but, you know, you get dealt with bad hand, you have to deal with it, right? You have to deal with it. Petition to play See You Again as you leave tonight, as it'll be a bit to next stream. See You Again. That game sounds familiar, but I don't know why. I feel like I might have played it or something. I'm not sure. It sounds familiar, though. It sounds familiar. Oh, See You Again. Right, I thought you meant the game See You Again. Maybe. Maybe then the stream will do it. We'll see. What boxes ago, mate? Just started Flight Sim 24 and tried to fly around for a bit. That game is nuts. I haven't seen a lot of it, but yeah. I didn't realize there was a new one coming out, to be honest with you. I would imagine there's a lot that's crazy in that game. I mean, the original Flight Sim from before that was pretty nuts. I'd imagine this one is even crazier. First mock is Friday, damn cooked. Good luck, Ash. You got this. I believe in you. What subject do you got your mock in? Where's Pizza Race next week? So obviously we have a triple header in F1 from this week onwards, don't we? So it'll be Qatar next week. Then we'll do Abu Dhabi, and then obviously it's the end of the season after that. So we'll do Qatar next week. After that, we'll do what's it called? Abu Dhabi. Then we'll do Brazil, then Vegas, and I think that's everything complete. I think we've covered up the season at that point. So after that, we'll just start doing some other fun stuff and tracks and things. Maybe, who knows? Who knows? Although Qatar isn't as bad this game. It's still pretty bad, don't get me wrong. But it's not as bad as it was last game. Last game was terrible for it. Absolutely horrible. English literature on Christmas Carol. Oh, right. Interesting. Well, enjoy. I flew to my parents' house and crashed into the backyard. Wow. You just performed acts of terror against your family. Do you feel good about yourself, Bucks? Do you feel happy now? Is that what you wanted? You're going to get visited by the FBI soon now. A Christmas Carol, just watch the movie. Is that what it's about, the movie? I don't know if I've watched Christmas Carol. I might not have. My Flight Sim 24 is also downloading. I'm not really, like, massively into planes or anything like that, but it's not something I would do. It's not something I would do. I have no idea how to land. Yeah, to be fair, I mean, there's actually, I've seen, like, on TikTok and stuff, There's quite a few people on TikTok who do like live streams of flight sim, and dude, some of the setups they have is crazy. Like, people come into my stream and say I have a crazy setup and stuff for racing, but when you look at a flight sim setup, dude, that shit is mad. They have like a full deck and everything. I love it. It looks awesome. But yeah, that's not something I would be that interested in doing. I'm sure it's great to be part of and things, and I know like a lot of actual pilots in real life, they use flight sim to actually train, don't they, and sort of practice their routes and things. So yeah. Can you do France the community race? No, France isn't in the game. The only other track that's in the game that isn't in the normal calendar is Portimao. So 1 second, chat. Sorry, let me just sort my TikTok out here. There we go. It's much cheaper than racing gear. I don't know if it is. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if it is. Like, if we're talking about getting the decks they have, where it's like all the buttons and all the sliders they have, it's almost like an entire audio deck almost. I don't know if that costs cheap. I don't know if that's less than racing equipment. I think it costs a lot more, actually. A lot more. But I'd have to talk to someone who actually, you know, owns that sort of stuff. Definitely more expensive for fly stuff? Yeah, I'd imagine it is. Because at least with, like, sim race equipment, all you really need is the base, the wheel, pedals, maybe a stand, and that's kind of it. That's all you really need. But with flight sim stuff, there's a lot of stuff by the looks of it that are kind of needed to sort of replicate being in a cockpit, essentially. So, AC community race, I'd be there. We've spoken about it in the past, but I've always said the same thing about it. I don't think it would generate interest, so it's not in the plan at the moment. Maybe in the future, but at the moment, not in the plans. What about GCAP? The throttle on flight stick's like £100. For the cheap shit, yeah. That's exactly the same with race equipment, though. You could buy a cheap wheel and pedals for like £200. You know? But if you actually want to go high up and get authentic stuff, you need to pay a lot more. But the same with flight sim equipment. You can pay a lot more money for more authentic equipment. And I guarantee you, they're probably rubbish, the ones that are £100. They probably are nowhere near lifelike or anything of the slightest. So, exact same with the racing equipment. But I think because there's so much more that you need to buy for flight equipment, it's probably where the costs come up more. So, it depends on the equipment. Yeah, it probably does, to be fair. It probably does depend on the equipment and how deep you want to go into it and stuff. Because there is also, like, accessories you can get for sim racing as well. Like, you can actually get, like, dashes and stuff that you can put on top of your wheelbase. There's, like, button boxes and stuff you can get to. But, yeah. There's not as many brands that do flight gear. I don't think it has as much interest. That's why. I think racing probably has more brands because there's more interest in racing and stuff. So... Look at Tom's setup he's making. To be fair, Tom's going all out for it, and I love that. He's going all out on it. I respect it a lot. I respect it. It will look sick. I hope I get to visit his studio one day when it's all done and dusted. Anyway, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, should we get cracking for the weekend then? So, we do have the Spanish Grand Prix for this weekend, and... as you can see, after the start of the season... we have got a 28-point gap to Max Verstappen right now in the championship. We have finally got back ahead of him in the in a finishing position in the last few races. Obviously, he finished ahead of us in Imola by a good amount of points and beat us in Monaco as well. He got a P2, we got a P3 in Monaco. But we did finally get ahead of him again in Canada. We outscored him by 6 points, I want to say, in Canada. And it extends our gap to the championship by 28 points now. We're obviously defending the championship this season. And so far... looking pretty good. Obviously, after the start of the season we thought we'd kind of fly away with it, but it's not really been all that way since Australia, really. We have got a podium every single time we've finished, but obviously in Imola we did have that big DNF, and that has cost us a lot of points. A lot of points. You can also see Leclerc as well. Last 4 races, he's got 3 wins. So not only is Verstappen a threat, but the man behind him, the Monaco driver, Charles Leclerc, is also a threat. He was our championship rival last season. Is he going to be our championship rival again this season? We'll find out, won't we? We'll find out. What do you prefer out of a set of course? F1 24, 23, Gran Turismo iRacing? iRacing is the best, for sure. Because, I mean, iRacing is not really a game. It's more of a sim. It's not really called a game anymore. But in terms of, like, actual racing, iRacing is the best, for sure. By far. By far. What's my favorite track? This one well, in the game, this one right here, but in real life, Spa. I love Spa in real life. Are we going to try and fight the Iceman? We'll find out. It's pretty hot here, though, so I might melt, but we'll see. Well, it might not be hot. We'll have a look at the weather in a second. What was the cause of DNF? The track was kind of greasy from rain. We was on soft tires, and unfortunately got a little bit too throttle happy and found my good friend Barry. And unfortunately took us out of the race, so it is what it is. Value for money, ACC, definitely, yeah. Value for money-wise, ACC is by far the best one. By far. Okay, does look like we're going to get a dry session for the entire weekend, actually. Practice is going to be dry, quality's going to be dry, and the race is going to be dry as well. We have had our fair share of weather in the last few races, so honestly, I don't mind a full dry weekend to get us back on our feet a little bit, so. Right, let's switch up all of this then to some older stuff. I think we probably are going to run a new IC today. We have got number 3 and number 4 that is still on 0%, so we probably will run a new IC today, but if the odds, I think, should be okay to still run on the old spec. So we'll stay with those. We'll go to this one here. Turbocharger goes to number 1. Control electronics goes to number 1. Gearbox goes to number 1 as well. We might use a new gearbox soon, but again, for this weekend, we should be okay staying with that one. So just the IC we're going to swap out for the qualifying, I think. Right, let's do our specialist as well. Banana. We want wet races. Wet races are very interesting, to be fair. They do add a lot of interest to the weekend. I'm sure we'll still have a lot of fun, though. We'll still have a lot of fun. Okay. Keep tires below 120 degrees. Completely weak on the 2 collisions. Is that core temp? If that's core temp, it should be okay. But I don't know if it is. We'll go for it anyway. We'll go for it. Mercs WEC? Yeah, they're bringing their GT3, aren't they? Maybe one step closer to bringing their AMG 1? Maybe. Maybe. A little bit of copium. Driver standings? I can show them in a second again, don't worry. Let me finish up these real quick. Quarter speed of 90 mile an hour. Complete lap using at least 3 different car setups. We'll go for the 90 mile an hour. We'll go with 3 sessions without a flashback. That should be fine. And then we'll go for 15 championship points. Perfect. Don't forget to adjust AI. I think it's on 108, isn't it? Yeah, it is. We'll go 110. I saw a video of a modified AMG on track. The AMG 1 is their hypercar Cyrus. If they ever go to WEC, that's most likely what they bring. Unless they make a brand new one, but honestly, there's no real reason to. Because the AMG 1 is their hypercar, so... if they did end up going into the hypercar category, they would just make a WEC spec, essentially. And they'd bring that to Le Mans and the entire season. So yeah, this is the championship right now for those who missed it earlier on. We're doing the championship right now by 28 points to Max Verstappen. We did finally open up the gap a bit more to him after Canada. He's been closing up on us quite a bit in the last couple of races. He gained on us in Imola, gained on us in Monaco, but in Canada, we did open up that gap a little bit more heading into Spain. Charles Leclerc's been getting us a lot. He's actually finished ahead of us every single race since Japan. China, he finished ahead. Imola finished ahead. Monaco and Canada, he finished ahead as well. So, although we're kind of keeping close tabs on Verstappen, we actually need to keep a good eye on Leclerc as well, because he's getting quite a few points on us too. Same as Alonso, he's been getting some good points too. So, the entire top 4 is kind of the ones to keep an eye on, really, going into the mid-stage this season. So, especially with Alonso having his home Grand Prix today, he'll definitely be a firm favourite, to say the least, here in Spain. Right, without further ado, let's head into FP1 here in Spain and get cracking with some practice. We've got race strategy, time management, and track acclimatization to do today, so let's get cracking. No, you probably did see it, Cyrus. They do a lot of modifications, or maybe like a customer team maybe bought them out and or bought one of them and did some modifications to it or something. I don't know. It could be anyone and everyone, really. Whoever's got the money to afford it. Only Finley winning the highs. Fair play. Fair play. Right. Let's get cracking then, shall we? So, let's load up our setup. And we'll skip a little bit of time. We'll start off with track acclimatization as always. We'll use the hard tires for that. Then we'll use the softs for the tire manager, I think. Do you think Le Mans will come to console anytime soon? It probably will at some point. The issue is that motorsport games really struggle financially. They had to release the game very early to get any sort of money back. So it probably will at some point, as long as the company stays alive. But it will be quite far down the line, I think. Maybe 2 years' time. Something like that.
Don't push the car just
Not at all, Finley, no. Not at all.
Try to take it easy for the
Spain tonight? Indeed, yep. We are indeed in Spain. So yeah, Le Mans will probably come to console at some point, but not for a little while. Not for a while. Not until they generate some more consistent revenue. Because they probably got the boost of, you know, the initial sales, but not as much since then. How do you see Frontier not developing F1 Manager in 2025? I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. Ever since they've released the first F1 Manager, I could kind of tell that sales were going to struggle. All you had to do was look at the reviews, see how many reviews there were. You know, they probably paid a good amount of money for the licensing and developing of that game and stuff. I don't think it's a surprise that there's going to be no more F1 Manager. However, I do hope that they maybe stick with the current game and just keep updating that maybe. Something like that. But yeah, it is true. Well, I'm not going to say it's true because it's only one rumor right now. But, yeah, there is a rumor circulating that F1 Manager will be cancelled. Which is a shame, but yeah, not surprising. They were always running that game at a loss, essentially. Come back, thanks for following on Twitch, mate. Appreciate you, dudes. Welcome in, my friends. Yeah, it's only a rumor, but it's a strong rumor. It's a strong rumor. And the people who are reporting it are usually pretty reliable as well. So, I hope it's false, because I'd love to see the game develop into something, but yeah. Alright. Let's get some practice under our belt here. So, track optimization first up. Tires are actually a pretty good place, to be fair. Yes. Massively, root. I mean, you can see if you... So you sit on the racing line, you don't think to maybe... move over to the right, Fernando? You think just moving over to the left onto the racing line while you're on an outlap is sensible? Yeah, no. You're right. You're totally right. Absolutely, you're spot on. Jesus Christ, man. Genau. What up, Glatic? But yeah, no, I think F1 Manager doesn't do great numbers-wise until it's like a new game, essentially. Then it will do okay. But I don't know. I think people do enjoy playing the game. I don't think they enjoy watching it. I think it's quite a hard game for people to enjoy watching. But it's fun to play, you know what I mean? So I don't know if that's, you know, the best way to really, you know, rate the game, essentially. Couple's very slidey right now. That's the command. Nico. I knew it was something. It's a bit repetitive. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I think the problem... I've always said this about F1 Manager. I think the main issue with the game is down to the core of it. At the moment, when you go through every race, you always get the same battles, the same incidents, the same, you know, the same issues with setups and stuff. Like, there's nothing unique about the game on every weekend, right? I feel like the animations aren't great either, and they're difficult to kind of follow and stuff, so... I think the concept of the game is fantastic, but the execution is subpar, let's say that. Very subpar. F1 Manager didn't deserve a second game. I think it did, but not an annual release. I think if they did sort of how Farming Sim did it, where they just kind of release a game every 3 or 4 years, that would be best, in my opinion. That would be the way to do it. It gives you plenty of time to develop the game. Gives you time to sort of market the game as well. But at the end of the day, you know, as I've always said with the game, the issues are down to the core of the game. It's all well and good they add features to it, but if the core of the game is struggling, then the features aren't going to do much. Farming Sim is not annual? No. The last Farming Sim was 22. And obviously it just released 25 as well, so... What season is this? Season 3. To be fair, I'm not gonna lie, Farming Sim is quite fun. Although the concept of the game is quite boring, when you're actually playing the game, it's really enjoyable. Especially with friends, and you could just chill out and vibe out and just farm. Like, it sounds so boring and stupid, but it's genuinely quite chill. Same as like Euro Truck Sim. When I used to stream that a bit, people come into my streams and be like, oh, do you not find this boring? And I was like, no, it's quite a chill game to play. Goat Simulator is the GOAT sim? I mean, that is factually and literally true. We need Motorsport Manager 2. I agree. Motorsport Manager... I mean, I'll be honest. When I look at F1 Manager, all I see is Motorsport Manager, but reskinned. With a lot more features and stuff. That's all I see.
Program complete and a job
Only P on those programs. The hard tires are a little bit squirmy, I'll be honest. Yeah, I'm struggling a little bit, the hards. Don't feel like they're gripping too much on the rear. As I say that, we get big slides. Not a fan of that. With ETS, you can interact with chat more as well, which is good. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I still try and do that on F1 24 and F1 Manager and stuff, so... Just go to Abandonware and get Grand Prix Manager 2. Much better for Manager game. Sounds old. Sounds pretty old. Go for the Grand Slam this weekend. I would love to, but easier said than done. Much easier said than done. We are faster than Leclerc so far on the hard tires, to be fair, so... That's not too bad. I might go for one more push lap. And just hope we get a bit more grip this time around, because the rear end is... Yeah, very slidey. I was struggling with that in Canada as well. We'll just go for one more lap, though. We haven't got a huge amount of fuel, but... We'll do one more lap on these hard tires, just get a feel for it. See if we can make the most of this tire. Nicely done at turn 3. Hello, police. Have to be very patient on throttle there. We did this bit flat out. Did a little bit too much inside curb, but probably can do that flat out on the hards. Maybe not with full fuel, though. That's a little bit deeper there, hairpin. But definitely felt a bit more stable on that lap. Lovely around the final corner. Down to the line we go. And that'll be a 6/10 improvement to put us up to P4. Nice. Okay, hard tires do feel okay, but gotta be very cautious on throttle with it. We get a little bit too happy on the throttle, the back end really wails around, so... Yeah, but not gonna be settled on the hard tire, let's say that. Not gonna be settled. This is a nice track. I do like Spain. Spain's a very nice track to drive. I like the new layout to it as well. I prefer this layout to the one which had the chicane, personally. 11.5 is bad. What? Oh, mad. Yeah, the car is very upgraded. We're in Season 3, Clarky, so the cars are going to be a lot more upgraded. I would imagine we put on our soft tyres will be below the 10s. We'll be putting, like, Zandvoort times down, I'm pretty sure. F1 24 or F1 Manager is making the most driver transfers. I don't... You mean like the CPU making transfers and stuff? I would say F1 Manager definitely makes more transfers with drivers. Am I on Twitch? I am on Twitch, yep. Twitch.tv/events. You can find the link in my bio as well. ACS chicane layout, yeah. To be fair, I think GT3 still use that layout route, so it kind of makes sense. Only the F1 and MotoGP layouts use the outside, essentially, so... Yeah, if it means, like, AI transfers, Cyrus, then F1 Manager makes a lot of transfers at the end of the season. Some of them are really, really nonsensical, but I guess, to be fair, it's quite realistic that they're nonsensical. We did just see Carlos Sainz go from Ferrari to Williams, so... Unfortunately, I could get jumped in race in Madrid. I believe what I remember, and I know Dominicale's been saying a lot of different stuff, but one of the things he said was that they want to try and keep Barcelona and make it a European Grand Prix. However, they have also stated recently that they're going to be rotating European Grand Prix as well. So maybe Barcelona will go into that rotation. I feel like Spa will as well. I hope not. But I do feel like Spa's going to be put into that mix, which would be a shame. So, yeah. I'll be interested to see what happens. Right, 5 out of 5 on track acclimatization. That's a good start. We'll go on to tyre management next. We use the soft tyres for that. I think tyre management might be a bit tricky here, but we'll see what we can do. We'll use the soft tyres for that as well. We'll go to the half an hour mark. I like Brands Hatch in GT3, but it feels unnatural. It feels alright. I don't mind GT3s or Brands Hatch. What's wrong with Spa? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. But Dominicale wants it to be in the Europe rotations, so... Spa and Silverstone should not enter rotations. Ammo? Definitely not. Definitely not. But it does feel like that Spa will. Because there's been a lot of rumors about Spa, about it being, you know... It doesn't generate a lot of revenue for F1, so they don't want to keep on the calendar. And, you know, even when the rumors first started about rotations of European Grand Prix, Spa was mentioned alongside the other tracks that were put in that. So I would imagine it'll be like Belgium, Zandvoort,
ready to go. So let's get the car out onto the track.
Maybe Spain as well. I don't know. Should just bring back Huckleheim for European Grand Prix. I agree. Or like Turkey or something like that as well. That'd be pretty cool. Which wheelbase do you use? R9 or R12? I use the R9. When am I going away? Tomorrow. I go to Sweden tomorrow. My flight's at 1 PM or something like that. So gotta be at the airport around what, 10ish. So not too early, thankfully. I hate early flights. They're the worst. Means I can get a good amount of sleep in my own bed.
Because temperature's so important for your tyres. Cool down.
I think they'll keep Monza. Yeah, Monza will stay. As long as Ferrari and are in F1, then they'll keep Monza. They have to. Early flights are better. Sleep on the flight. Yeah, but I can't sleep on flights though. I struggle to sleep on flights. I always enter like a zen state when I'm on a flight. And I don't get rested because of it. But the only advantage to early flights is that the airport's not quite as packed. So. At least Stansted's like that anyway. Right. Tyre management. Let's see how the tyres are around here. I don't think they'll be great in a couple of these corners, but we'll see how we can do with them. Gotta try a Max Burger. I'm unfamiliar with Gnocco. We're going to DreamHack, though. Me and Dana are both going to the DreamHack convention. This is the corner I'm most worried about, but seems to have held it okay. Didn't drop off the tire too much. That's nice. Just got to try and reduce our steering input as much as possible. Make sure we don't lock up the tires either. So far, so good, though. Am I going to IRL stream? I won't, but I think Dana's going to try. I think Dana's going to try IRL streaming. You might see me on her stream, so if you haven't followed Dana already, now's a good chance to do so. Richard, thanks for following Twitch, mate. Appreciate you, dudes. Welcome in. What up, Corrod? Oh, a little bit of understeer there. Did turn a bit late. Tyre's not too bad through there. Okay. 2 cents off the Delta, which is fine. Tyre's only in the green right now. Let's see if we can try and get on the purple. Thank you, Vidiaka. Should be fun. Looking forward to it. Yeah, we're flying out tomorrow, but the event starts on Friday, so give us a chance to rest up a little bit. Russell's on the racing line, which is fun. Who do I think will win on Sunday? I think a Ferrari. I'll say Charles Leclerc's going to win on Friday, on our Sunday. Maybe Carlos. But the Ferrari's going to be strong. Every time I travel to Sweden, myself, I eat like 5 times. I'll keep my eyes out for it then. So it's like a fast food? Or is it a sit-down restaurant sort of thing? So it's a little bit lower this time around, but still got these corners to try and improve in. When will I be back? I'll be back home on Monday. But I'll be home quite late on Monday, so most likely the next stream will be either Tuesday next week or Wednesday next week, so... If I can pull up an IRL stream, then I will. Maybe if there's like some sim rigs there or something, I might try and pull up an IRL stream. I won't be able to stream on TikTok for that, obviously. I'll only be able to stream on Twitch because I can't multi-stream from a phone or anything, so... If I do stream, it'll be on Twitch only, so make sure you're following on Twitch if you haven't already. Either way, I'll be posting on my Instagram, so make sure to follow me there if you haven't already. Do you think Max will pull the WDC on Sunday? No, I think it will go to Qatar. I think the championship goes to Qatar. But it'll be done in Qatar as well. I don't really have a lot of faith in Red Bull's straight line speeds. Their straight line speeds seemed absolutely horrible in Mexico and stuff, so if it's bad in Mexico, it'll probably be bad in Vegas as well. So I don't have a lot of hope for Vegas, but yeah, Qatar, I think it'll be done. Went flat out there, final corner, hurt the tyres. Okay, tyre wear mid. We'll say mid. Not terrible, but not great. Right, let's go for a couple push laps now. We're going to actually go for a bit of faster lap. Now we're done tyre wear. And by the time we get to turn 3, we're already 4 tenths up. Yeah, I haven't driven the Nordschleife on iRacing, so I can't really compare. Pepper's in Vegas right now. I saw. He'll be having a lot of fun. I know Tom and I think Ben was there last time they were in Vegas, weren't they? So me next year, maybe. Peace. Maybe me next year. Oh, hello, big slide. 10.5 from Carlos. Fast lap of the session so far. Let's see how we're doing these last couple of corners. Across the line we go. 10.5 as well. So basically matching Carlos Sainz. So we're on a slightly more used tyre as well. You that left-hand side, 8 and 9%. So yeah, not bad. Not bad. Guarantee Fabio has already gambled his life savings. Probably. I would have. No, I'm not that bad at gambling. I do the occasional sports bet, but that's as far as I'll go. I don't go any further than that most of the time. Isn't the race at 6 in the morning? In the UK, yeah. Which is at like 10 PM in Vegas. But it's the only times they can do the race, so. Your dad's friend's got a VIP pass in Vegas. Really? That's sick. That's awesome. Yeah, if you want to do Vegas, it's the way to do it, isn't it? It's to try and go VIP. What about next to the league race? Oh, not for a while. No, you don't want to go past me, Sergeant? There we go. My next league race will be next Saturday. Not this Saturday, next Saturday. Hello, Robbie. How's it going, mate? Hope to see Oscar do well, too. I hope so, but I don't know. I just feel like Ferrari are going to be really good in Vegas. Their straight line speed looks very good. And if they can look after their tires as well, then they'll be in a great spot. The obvious issue with a track like Vegas is the temperatures. It's so hard to maintain tire temp, and that is something Ferrari do struggle with. They're not very good with tire temps and stuff, so yeah, that's the only downside I see for Ferrari. But their straight line speed this season's been a lot better than in previous seasons, so that's why I got a bit more sort of hope for them. If they can keep themselves comfortable in the corners, I think they'll be fine. Reinstalling everything, Robbie. You got a new SSD or something, or do you have a crash or something? I was looking at Qatar tickets for next week's race, $5,000 for an e-ticket. Yeah, well, to be fair, it is next week. It is next week. I'm not really surprised. All right, P2 then is where we finish up at the end of FP1, which is not too bad. Carlos Sainz does improve his lap by a couple of tenths, but again, we were on a slightly old soft tyre there as well, so not too disappointed. Not too disappointed. And a lot of time to find that middle sector as well. That's actually where we had a bit of a mistake. We had a bit of a rear slide at the top of the hill, but all in all, fairly happy with that session. Everything feels pretty comfortable, pretty good, so I think we're in a good spot at the moment. Let's finish up FP1. I was messing around the storage, everything got corrupted. Oh, Robbie. What up, Kim? How's it going, mate? Qatar's an awful track. Yeah, I like it for qualifying, but over a race, I'm not a fan of it. Don't think it provides good racing. Obviously, it's clear to see the drivers don't really enjoy it much either. Yeah, I don't know. To me, the track is more of like a test of track limits more than anything. Especially on the game. On the game, the track limits are painful, so... For a safety aspect as well? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You sound just like Find the Pass, a driver in our league. Maybe I am Find the Pass. Have you ever seen me and him in the same room together? That's all I'm saying.
Sadly, it's time to say goodbye as free practice is over. However, we'll
Hey, have you heard about the new Battlefield coming out? Have you heard the news on that? Right, that's the end of FP1, ladies and gentlemen, here in Spain. Carlos Sainz, the home hero here in Barcelona, is currently on top so far, even though he's more of a Madrid fan, but, you know. P2 for ourselves at the moment as well, 10.5. Only 2 tenths off from Carlos at the moment. Lando Norris, Hulkenberg, Charles Leclerc, Verstappen, Albon, Alonso, Hamilton, and Piastri all in that top 10. Alonso and Piastri, the two drivers on medium tyres so far, so difficult to say whether they'll be on softs, but I imagine they'll be a lot higher up. And you can see the rest of the top 10 down there as well. Yuki Tsunoda in 20th at the moment, but he was on the hard tyre that time around, so... All right, good stuff. Yeah, I don't really know why, Cyrus. I don't know why, but it's whatever. I don't care. You have an 80? Apparently they're going back to their roots with Battlefield. So, should be quite good. Because I used to love, like, Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4. They were, like, the best Battlefields ever made, in my opinion. So, if they're going back to their roots with that, I'll be very happy. But who knows what exactly they mean by roots. But, yeah, they're planning on going back to how they used to be. Before it all got a little bit too sort of weird and wacky. You guys drive an F4 car in Germany, it was sick. Was it around the Nürburgring? I think I've seen that before. Right, into FP2 we go. Not funny, Root. Battlefield 5 was good. Yeah, Battlefield 5 was decent. I mean, Battlefield 4 will always be, you know, the core of my childhood, essentially. Not childhood, but my teenage years. When I was like 14, 15, 16, that sort of time. I used to love Battlefield 4. Me and my friends used to always play it all the time. We used to squad up on that. So good. Such a good game. What car do you drive in real life? I have a BMW 3 Series. Never actually played Battlefield 4? Oh, you're a new gen, Ash. You're such a new gen. Half an hour, £500? Yeah, it sounds about right. Sounds about right. Okay. Let's skip a little bit of time. We've got race strategy to do now, and then obviously we'll do a few quali laps as well. How many tires we got left for that? We've got 3 soft tires. Okay, that's fine. We'll use the medium tire for race strat, and then we'll use the soft tires after for some quali laps. What up, Carter? Bring back Battlefield 1943. That's a really old one, isn't it? I think I was probably in my childhood when that came out. I don't know if I played that one. I did play, like, Bad Company 2 and stuff like that, but I think that was probably the first Battlefields I played, I reckon. I'm not too sure. Right. Let's go on the mediums for this.
Let's get a few laps under our belt.
2009. That's actually a little bit later than I thought it would be. Maybe I did play it. How do you think McLaren does in Vegas? I think they'll be alright. I don't think they'll be as strong as Ferrari. I feel like, as I say, Ferrari I think will be the strongest, but I'd say the order will be Ferrari, McLaren, Red Bull in Vegas. No, this isn't China. This is Barcelona. No Williams? No. I'm talking like almost how they'll be on the R&D spec, essentially, Ash. I'm sure in the straight lines, Williams are probably one of the fastest, but I don't think they'll be fastest over the lap, right? They won't be fastest over the race. I'm just saying which cars will be fastest over the race. Lando's not completed a full race at Vegas. It's true. He only made it to like lap 3 or 4 last year. What was the first F1 game I played? The earliest memory I have is 2012, but I imagine I probably played a few before that. But the earliest I can remember is 2012. That was good fun. Oh, Chad, how's it going, mate? Right side's a little bit cold, but should be fine. It's very cloudy out here in FP2. No rain is forecast, but could be a little bit dim. All right, let's get started with some practice. Or race start, I should say. Shadowblade, thanks for following, mate. Appreciate you, dudes, for welcome in. Right, can we, like, maybe chill with all these AI cars blocking the racing line? I'd really appreciate that. Sorry, it's still a little bit cold, especially on the rears. Oh dear, that was deep. What's my PC specs? I don't remember them all off by heart, but if you go to my Twitch and do /mark specs, you'll get all the info. How do we do in CS? We were on course for a podium, maybe more than a podium, because we had some good pace in the rain. And then Hayden decided to bin it right in front of me, and I got caught up in it. So we ended up finishing 11th. You might need to get a new SSD or something, Robbie. I'm not too sure. Hopefully your forest saved is saved onto the cloud. You saw I hated a TikTok about it? Yeah, a few people have. I got a lot of shit for it, though. I don't know why. People think it was my fault. Apparently, I'm supposed to predict Hayden binning it into the wall. Which, to be fair, maybe I should do, actually. It is Hayden. It is Hayden. But apparently, I'm supposed to be able to predict the guy binning it into the wall in front of me and bouncing back onto track right into my path as well. I don't know. I don't know. Can't find on the clouds? Yeah, GG, mate. Your save's gone. Unless you can recover it off your broken storage, it's finito. It created such a big pile up. It really did. It really, really did. Oh, God. River's starting about that. Someone said it was half your fault and Hayden agreed. I mean, the incident wouldn't happen if he just didn't hit the wall. Like, just don't crash into the castle section. Like, I'd be happy to take accountability, but I don't feel like I did much wrong. Like, what am I supposed to do? Just stop on the track and let everyone behind me hit me? Like, what am I meant to do? Oh, wow. This rear end does not want to stick at the moment. We're not massively up on the time delta at the moment. I think gonna bend that final corner, but still faster than Norris, which is fine. Should have jumped over him. You know that one video of it was like a blueprint video or something, and someone came up with the idea of creating buses that can like lift up in the air on their tires and just go over cars and stuff in traffic. Should have done that. Oh, God. Am I watching I'm a Celeb this year? No. I'm not really massively into reality and soaps and stuff. Not my thing. Not my thing. Like hydraulics? Yeah, the hydraulics lifts your car up in the air, then you just kind of go over the car in front of you. Honestly, my bad for not putting that in the game or something. Do I think Max is cute? Max is the cutest. But no one will beat Cutie. My boy Cutie. He always remains on top. Oh, hello. Bit snappy at turn 3. No one will beat Bottas. Well, Bottas won't be in the sport next year, so I have to worry about that bit. I think you are not going to finish this race. Wow. Tell me how you really feel, Albert. God damn. Just racing on Zandvoort, and I hate that track. I like Zandvoort. Zandvoort's quite fun to drive around. Not the best for racing in real life, but I enjoy driving around it. 11.3. Okay, those lap times felt pretty good, actually. First lap was a little bit off, but we're still getting some tire temp in, but... Oh, to be fair, you know what? I'm just going to flashback it so I can do another lap, actually. Oh, shit, never mind. The flashback only goes as far as here, so... Never mind. Zandvoort is fun, banking's great. Yeah, I like Zandvoort. Zandvoort's good fun. It's definitely one of those tracks which is, like, quite hard to nail initially. Once you got the hang of it, it flows really nicely. You prefer street circuits over normal tracks? Yeah, you're a new gen. You're a new gen for sure. No one prefers street tracks over normal circuits. End your blow up like close to 2022. Ah, see, that's where I get you. I don't have mechanical failures on. Street circuits should be banned from apart from Monaco and Singapore. To be fair, Baku's alright, and Jeddah's alright. I like Jeddah. Jeddah's good. Jeddah's like one of the only new street circuits which I actually really enjoy. The other ones are just... They're just mid or terrible. I have a bug at my F1, my team is that I'm unable to renegotiate my teammate's contract. I'm not familiar with that, Hart. I don't know what you're supposed to do in that scenario. Maybe it doesn't want to renegotiate? I don't know. I don't know. What up, Deadcool? What about that skyscraper to F1 track? Oh, that's the Qiddiya sports area, isn't it? Yeah, they're building like an up-in-the-air sports track, racing track in Qiddiya. Spain circuit is terrifying. The new one, the Madrid one? Yeah. Honestly, I'm a little concerned with the safety standards of Madrid, but yeah. Technically, there's a street track. Yeah, it's part street track, isn't it? I think, is it the final straight before the final chicane? I think they use that bit, don't they? Or something like that. But yeah, they do use Canada as a street. Australia is as well. Yeah, Australia is too. But his brand is bouncing boggers going to F1. Do I just pick Cambridge for a new save? Do it, Robbie. Do it. Would you rather watch Arsenal lose 5-0 every game or watch Miami GP 25 times a year? I am more interested in F1 than I am football these days. They both sound horrible, to be honest with you. But at least there'd be some fun in Miami from time to time, at least, right? You know, if it rains 1-25, at least there's something. If Arsenal lose 5-0 every time, then, you know, there's nothing fun about that. So, probably Miami. Probably Miami. Who do you think will be P2 in the WDC this year? Norris. Right, that should be us done with the medium tires. I mean, we only got 4 out of 5. We didn't quite get the 5 out of 5 we were looking for on that race strap. But we have got a few soft tires here. So, we'll do a few quali laps, and then that'll be us done for practice, basically. Let's just make sure our fuel is on the minimum. 3.1 laps is perfect. We'll go with that. All right, let's push some soft laps.
Check's complete. We're ready to go.
I went to Miami GP. It was fun overall. I'm sure it's decent when you're there. But watching it on TV is just so boring. So boring. But I feel like it's that way about any track. You know, even if you go to Monaco, you'd probably find it quite fun. I did see the pricing for food and stuff in Miami, and it did seem a bit mad. Seemed a little bit too much for me. I saw a trailer for the F1 film today. Looks shy, Mo. Oh, the one with Brad Pitt in it. I'm sure it would definitely have its quirks. Because let's be honest, there's not really a race film out there which is authentic. The most I've enjoyed is Rush. And even that still had some, you know, factually incorrect things and some quirks with the racing and stuff. I don't know why, but no film director can actually nail racing scenes. I've never seen a film which absolutely is spot on with their scenes. Le Mans 66 is authentic? Authentic? No, it's not. They didn't film at Le Mans. Why the Red Bull show but driving a Mercedes? Because I'm a rebel, and I love being a rebel. Le Mans 66, Ford vs Ferrari, whatever. Whatever you want to call it. It's the same film. But no, even Ford v Ferrari, that, like, most of it was filmed on sets and stuff. It wasn't filmed at Le Mans. Yeah. And even, like, even the racing scenes in Ford vs Ferrari, again, they were still stupid. Like, the things I hate the most about racing films is the fact that most of the time, they could be full throttle in 6th gear, and then all of a sudden they drop a gear and somehow get more speed by pushing the throttle more when they're already at max speed, essentially. Like, it's so dumb. I don't know how film directors review that and think, yeah, that's fine. People will think that's authentic. No filmmaker or director or anyone has ever been able to nail a racing scene, and I don't understand why. Have you watched Rush? I have, yeah. Even Rush does it as well. Gran Turismo? I'm sorry, but Gran Turismo was the biggest joker of them all. Gran Turismo was the biggest joker. I know there were people that enjoyed that film, but my God. Even the acting sometimes is bizarre. 10.6? Oh, only P3 in that lap, actually. Gran Turismo was horrible. Yeah, I couldn't watch it. I genuinely couldn't watch it. The bit that got me at Gran Turismo was when they blatantly used Hungary and called it Le Mans. I couldn't watch any further. I could not watch any further. That was horrendous. Like, they used the second to last corner of the Hungarian track, and they had Le Mans labeled on the inside of it, and I don't know what corner they actually called it from Le Mans, but as soon as I saw that, I was done. I could not watch it. Like, that was just such low effort. Exactly, Hart. Exactly. The cheese in Gran Turismo is too much. Exactly. Like, it's a cheesy racing film, and I guess if that's your thing, then you'll probably like it. But it's a very niche thing to enjoy as a cheesy racing film. I don't know. I couldn't go on with it. Who's going to win in Vegas? My money's on Leclerc. Oh, Dutch has to go, mate. But yeah, honestly, it really is a general thing with any racing film. And it's not even like just racing films either. It's any film that has some sort of driving in where it's like a stunt driving scene or anything, they're always just terrible. Terrible. Cars 1 beats them all. Cars is the OG. But at least Cars is supposed to be sort of cheesy in a way, you know? Because it's a cartoon, essentially. It's an animated film. Football films are shit as well. Yeah, I mean, I've watched a bit of Ted Lasso and stuff as well, and yeah, even like the football acting in that is pretty difficult. Baby Driver in the first Transporter is fantastic. I have watched Transporter, that's good to be fair. Baby Driver, I've not watched that. Nice, I quite enjoyed it. James Bond uses a real stunt driver. Most films probably do. Most films do. Nothing will be like Tom Cruise hanging off the back of a plane, though. That shit was crazy. The fact he did his own stunt for that was crazy. You haven't? You are in it, Vince. Am I? Am I the baby driver? Is that literal? Is that what you're saying to me? Right, we've got 2 more fresh softs. Let's pump these out, and then we'll be all done for practice.
Let's get it out there.
Nice to crash. Of course, you get one to crash, and Joe wins. I'd take that. I'd take that. I understand why with the F1 film, why they don't just power down the F1 car instead of using an F2 car. Probably budgeting. Maybe that was the only thing they could get approved. Maybe they couldn't get approval to use a downgraded F1 car. I don't really know. Why don't you use a Fanatec wheel? Because I don't have a Fanatec base. I have a Mazda base now. Alright. Let's get the tires up temperature. We'll try and go for a bit more lap time this time. We only got P3 on our first lap, so hopefully this time around we'll improve the time a bit. Brad Pitt's insurance company said no. Something like that. There we go. Tires are a bit better this time around. Alright, let's go into hotline modes. Alright, let's do a few push laps then. Well, I say a few, just the one. Let's try and make the most of it. Let's see what we can put on the board this time around. Oh, God. Tried to get pinned at turn 2, but the car didn't like it. Even at the top of the hill there, the back end still wants to go around. God, I just feel it's really loose in the rear. It's weird. I don't really want to change the wings up too much, though. Otherwise, we'll have the same thing as what happened in Canada, where we had no straight line speeds. But to be fair, still improved the time a good bit. 3.5 tenths, 10.3 puts us into the top of the timing table for the time being as well. Half an hour to go in the session. We've got one more soft tire to go here in practice, and then that'll be us done with FP2. And then we can look ahead to qualifying. But we do go on top for the time being. We'll do 80. We'll do. Yeah, we can definitely have a bit of time at turn 2 then, because we know we had a big slide there. That cost us probably at least a tenth or so. So we could probably push into the 9s, I reckon. Add 2 clicks to rear and 1 to front. Well, the front end feels okay. It's more the rear, but usually if you want to adjust the rear, you probably need to do the same for the front, so I can maybe up it a couple clicks, but I don't know. Did you find about Park for me last time in CS? Yeah, so because Alex didn't join for qualifying, apparently if Park for me was off, he would have to use a fixed setup. So it was left open so he could get a setup essentially when he joined the race. I didn't know that though. I didn't know that. But I assume they knew the risks if they were allowing that, so. To be fair, it didn't work out for me anyway, so. Apparently Perez is fighting for the championship in the F1 movie? No way. Ain't no way. Okay. Oh, why is the bitrate dropping? Hello. Stabilize, please. Right, so we've got one more soft tire to go then, and then that should be us done for FP2 and for practice for the day as well. So, let's go into this final soft tire. Yeah, that's about 3% on that tire, 4% on this one. In fact, the wear is okay, actually, on the soft tires. We can definitely do a couple laps on these softs if we need to. We are currently 700 off from Fernando Alonso right now. We're actually 69,000 away from Fernando Alonso, but we'll see if we can try and find a bit more on that middle sector, because that's where he's improving on us at the moment. Same as that final as well, so we'll see. All right, I'll tell you what, actually, let's go to the last 10 minutes maybe. Get the most amount of grip on the track. What's up, Forby? Stream dropped like crazy? Yeah, I saw that. Should be okay now, so if you didn't get any lag, just give your stream a quick refresh and you should be okay. Did Brad have to get his SIP license for the movie? No, but he did have to get something. Like, he had to go through training and stuff like that to get some sort of track approval. I don't know everything, but there'll be some sort of certificate you had to get. It wouldn't be a SIP license, but yeah, it would needed some sort of FIA approval with a license of some sort or a certificate of some sort, just to say that he's safety verified and all that sort of stuff. So Perez, Lawson, and Sonoda, who should get the next seat? Lawson and Sonoda should get the seats. Walking home from work, it's hailing. Dude, it's been pretty chill down my end, I'm not gonna lie. We've had a bit of rain, but everyone's been getting snow, hail, storms, all sorts. We just get a tiny bit of rain and call it a day. What's my Twitch? Twitch.tv/ThatGuyVince. You can find the link in my bio as well. Yeah, same, Nico. We probably got the same shower. It probably moved east. I hate hail, though. Walking in hail is horrible, especially when it's at the big ones as well. It's the worst. Yeah, I think the same here as well, Nico. And I'm flying out tomorrow, so that'll be fun. Whereabouts am I? I'm in the southeast. In Essex. I would say feel free to send it this way for me, but it might cancel my flight, and I don't want that right now, so keep it. It's all yours. We had snow in Bristol. It's gotten cold so far. Yeah, the last week or so got really cold. Really, really cold. And I'm someone who generally runs quite hot. I'm generally quite like a hot person, temperature-wise. Temperature-wise. So, even for me, like, I was like, damn, this is really cold. Don't get too frisky, chap.
Okay, just 2 laps of fuel remaining now.
Yeah, you probably get some very bipolar weather down your end, Daniel. Alright, here we go. Let's see if we can improve this lap. Yeah, much better grip at turn 2 that time. Didn't actually get a huge amount of time, though. Nice. Oh, missed my turn a little bit there, but all in all, that looks like a nice lap. 5:10, that's a lovely, lovely lap. 9.7. Lovely lap. If we can do a bit of that in qualifying, I think we'll be in a very good spot. That was a really, really nice lap. I think the track definitely ramped up a bit towards the end as well. So, yeah, really good lap to put us to the top. And that should keep us at the top as well. I'm not too sure what Fernando's time was, but that should wrap up practice absolutely perfectly. I'm a shorts and t-shirt kind of guy all year round. Dude, I'm the same. I am a t-shirt. You can ask my girlfriend. She finds it crazy. Even in the winter in my house, I will still wear t-shirts and shorts. I'm wearing it right now. Even when my house is freezing cold, I'll still be roaming around in a t-shirt and shorts. And then I wonder why I always have a cold, but I hate wearing, like, long, heavy clothing. Especially in my own comfort as well. I can't do it. I can't do it. Might I say it's nothing still in shorts time? Yeah, literally. You shorts all year round, guys, or a different breed? Yeah. I don't know. I just don't like the feeling of having long and heavy clothing on me. I hate it. Yeah, I heard there was one in Seattle as well, Carter. I don't know if that was in the same one or anything, but yeah, the Americans kind of getting hit by that, huh? I don't get people who wear jeans whilst chilling at home. Oh yeah, wearing jeans is that's something else. Like, fair enough, you wear sweatpants and jogging bottoms, whatever at home, but people who lounge it. My dad's one of those people. My dad will wear jeans around the house comfortably, and I don't know how. I don't know how. It is so uncomfortable. So uncomfortable. T-shirts and tracksuit pants? Yeah, no, that's fair. Lounging in that is perfectly fine, but people who lounge in jeans? Are you okay? Are you good? Honestly, there are some pretty nice fits. I'm not gonna lie, Bucks. You can get some very nice looking fits. What up, Tom? How's it going, dude? What up, Darren? Wearing jeans for comfort is disgusting? Yeah, for sure. For sure. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse me. There you go. Cold's already coming. That is me done, Fen, for practice. We do finish up on P1 for the time being. 3 tenths up on Fernando Alonso. 8 tenths up on our championship rival, Max Verstappen, as well. So, all in all, looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. The only time people should wear shorts is during the summer season. You ain't gonna like what I'm about to tell you. But I'm wearing shorts right now. And we're entering winter.
And that's it. Practice is officially over. Until next time, goodbye.
I can't wear jeans, no. I mean, I could wear jeans like an outing or something like that, but yeah, at home, never. Never. Dad's love chilling in jeans on a Saturday afternoon. My dad would do it every afternoon. He ain't proud. He don't care. He will happily do it. To be fair, he does wear like more baggy kind of jeans, so maybe he finds them more comfortable, but yeah, if I went into the living room right now and he was on his phone scrolling whatever, I would definitely see him in his jeans. They love it. I don't know what it is, but they love it. Right, that is all done and dusted then for FP2, ladies and gentlemen. We do finish up on top by 3 tenths to Alonso. Verstappen in third. Gasly, Russell, Piastri, Ocon, Perez, Ricciardo, and Albon all finish in the top 10 for the time being. You can see the rest of the finishers there as well. Charles Leclerc down in 14th on the medium tyre. Slower than Lance Stroll, which is interesting. Maybe the Astons are going to be quite strong over the race pace this weekend. Carlos Sainz is 17th as well. That's not good at all. He definitely needs to be above the McLaren at least. So Carlos in a bit of trouble there in 17th. Hamilton 18th, and we've got the two Saubers in 19th and 20th as well. But, yeah, all right. Good stuff. That wraps us up for practice then. Villa and Queso, thank you for the follow us on Twitch, guys. Appreciate you. We'll have a bit of a Queso fan round here. New V-Carb livery for Vegas. Have they got a new livery? I haven't seen it if they have. I haven't seen it. As soon as I get home, I'm taking my jeans off and I'm wearing the 5 plans. Exactly, yep, exactly. I'm in the same boat. I wear shorts a year round unless it's too cold. I'm talking -4. I even wear shorts at work. I'm the same. I'm the same. But like I say, even if my house is freezing cold, I would still be roaming around in shorts. I'll complain that I'm cold, but I won't do anything about it. I will complain all the time that I'm cold, but I will not put any leggings on. All right, 5 out of 5 on everything. There we go. Perfect stuff. That rounds out the practice for us then. Came out 5 minutes ago, delivery? Really? Let's have a quick look. Let's have a quick look at the old Twitter. If Twitter wants to load. What's the Racing Ball handle? Ah, here we go, just found it. Let's have a look. Adding some glitter to the grid. Wait, what? Adding some glitter to the grids? What do you mean? Be careful, V-Carb. You've got a good livery. Don't ruin it. I had a bit of hope during the video, but I don't know. I don't know. It's alright. It'll probably look good in Vegas. I think it will glitter and shine nicely. I don't know. I preferred the original livery. Let's say that. I prefer the original livery. I don't know. I'm a bit mixed. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of on the fence with it. Like, it's all right, but it's not great. Looks like toothpaste. It really does. It really does. New liveries. Yeah, this is the Racing Ball livery for this weekend. Is there any other angles of it? Not yet. Only came out a couple minutes ago, so. I'll wait until there's some new angles of it, but I don't know. Yeah, it's got a bit of green on it. You can see it there. Like, it's a bit of like a sort of pearlescent kind of green. Because they've kind of like mixed 3 color combinations into one. They got the green here, the light blue here, and the darker blue there. So, I don't know. It's not the greatest color combination. It will definitely stand out. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Looking at this bit here, and then seeing the dark blue right next to it doesn't work. I think the cut to blue is really weird. F1 Instagram posted in angles. Maybe they have on Twitter as well. Let me have a quick look. Yeah, they're posted on Twitter too. Here we go. Let's have a look at this. See, that doesn't look too bad. Front angle's not bad. I like the front angle. I kind of like this, like a bit of a low gradient down here. So it kind of like looks kind of almost rusty in a way. Like it looks like scratched metal. I don't mind that effect. That looks pretty cool. It makes the sponsors pop out quite nicely. But this bit here, I'm not a fan of. I don't like the cut to blue. I'm not a fan of that. That's the issue I have, I think. Like, the bit they did here with the blue, where they made that also part of the livery too, that works really nicely, actually. But when they go back to their basic normal blue, here, it looks very weird. Like, look. It just looks like a band going round the front of the car. It's so sharp for no reason. Yeah. Even the side pod, the rear wing, looks dope. To be fair, that probably actually is the only critique I actually have of the car, now that I've seen the angles. It's just this bit. Everything else is actually pretty dope. But, yeah. Why not make the rest of it blend as well, you know? You did it with the front. Why not do it for the rest? Why just stop there, you know? I don't know. But this angle here, I like it. It's kind of giving Aston Martin, if you were to look at the rear end. It's kind of giving Aston Martin. Needs to fit into each other? Yeah, exactly. There needs to be some sort of gradient for it, I guess. First impression was not good, but it's quickly growing on me. Yeah. Now noticing the other angles, definitely. It's just that part there. It's the only bit I don't like. Where it just, you know, almost acts like a rubber band where it's going round the car and then just cuts through the color. So if they did some sort of transition or gradient into the main colors, probably would work quite nicely, in my opinion. Probably would have worked quite nicely, but I will give it 7 out of 10 for now. 7 out of 10. Better than Kicks and Alpines? Yeah, Alpines isn't great, to be fair. Alpines isn't great. Looks like Benetton. I kind of see that, actually. I kind of see that. I see what you mean. You need some racing shoes? Nah, I'm good. Racing shoes will grip too much. I don't want to be too gripped onto the pedals. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, it is time to get ourselves ready for qualifying here in Barcelona. So, practice over and done with. Our pace looking pretty damn good so far. Our quali pace looks quite good. Our race pace looks quite good. So, hopefully, we can get ourselves a good qualifying here in Spain. I wouldn't say it's, like, massively important to go for pole position here. I think there are overtaking opportunities at this track, but obviously, it would be better to try and get further up the grid. So, I'm not doing FP3, but you always quick sim FP3. We always quick sim it. Right, like we said at the start of the stream as well, we are going to switch over to a brand new ICE. We're going to go to number 3 on the ICE. We'll go with number 2 here. I think all of these are probably number 2, won't they? Yeah. All these be number 2. And then the ICE will stay number 3, so. You're practically custom on ACC. I'm not a massive fan of it on ACC. I don't know, the cars are very heavy for a track like this. What up, guys? How's it going, mate? Bit early in the season for 3rd ICE. Honestly, it's pretty normal, actually. In this game, it's pretty normal. The AI will never go through them, but yeah, for us, we burn through ICEs. It's pretty crazy. Silver rules are going to turn 3. It will happen. We will be there no matter what. What up, Ross? Right, let's get the audio on as well. There we go. Right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for Q1 here in Barcelona. Are we about to go on pole position for, I think, the 3rd or 4th time this season? Been on pole a good few times so far in Season 3. Are we going to do it again here in Barcelona? We're about to find out. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Q1 in Spain. Did Dana do a good job explaining the dinner? She said there's been lots of people. That's it.
To Barcelona and wherever you are in the world, do you feel the need?
I wait till at least Spa for my 3rd. Yeah, well, to be fair, what I usually do is once I get a part to 50, 60%, I start using that as my practice part, and then I use a fresh one for the quali and race. So I always try and keep the freshest part, essentially, for the main events. So in practice, I always use the worn components, because obviously it doesn't matter too much in practice. But when I move over to qualifying, I put some the fresher parts in, essentially. Basically a good way of balancing it over the entire season. We could do quality prediction if you guys want. If we've got a mod in chat, they can throw one up. Right. Okay. Let's skip a little bit of time. We'll just get some laps put down early on. That's a bit of a cluster where Alonso is right now. He's got a few cars behind him. They're going to be struggling a little bit on lap time, but let's see. So Alonso goes fast so far. 10.1 for Alonso. That's beatable. We did a 9.7, I want to say, in Q1. So that time is beatable from Alonso. That is beatable. Right, let's go on the new softs. Hopefully, we can one stint Q1, and that'll be us done for the opening session, but
Everyone
let's see.
ready? Okay, let's go.
What up, Julian? Restaurant is Viking inspired with at least 40 plus people. That's crazy. Did you have to rent out the entire restaurant for that? Because 40 plus people is pretty nuts. If Red Bull sold away their second team, they'd actually benefit from that in the end. Well, you can email them and tell them that. I'm sure they'll listen. Julia, thanks for following us, mate. Appreciate it. Welcome in as well. Yeah, 54 brake bias is fine. Both of the Mercedes going out at the same time here, actually.
Okay, that's P19, P19.
Okay, let's let Sainz go. I want your toe, Sainz. Give me your toe. I hear the Red Bull has a B team. I mean, let's not act like it isn't normal. I mean, Haas is essentially like a B team to Ferrari. Williams is almost like a B team to Mercedes as well. Racing Bull and Red Bull are just much more connected than they are. We booked separately and it's meant to book a little later. Oh, wow. Well, hopefully we all fit in then. That'll be pretty crazy. Okay, front tires are a little bit cold, but should be all right. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. First lap of Q1. Let's see what we can put down here for our opening lap of the session. I think Lance Stroll's a lap behind me. He might be getting my toe right now, which is not ideal, but let's focus on what we can do. Ooh, bit of a lock up.
And we've been pushed down to P20.
That was a bit of a scrappy lap. Let's see how it is over the line. 10.0. Lance Stroll goes fast at 9.7. Yeah, 10.0 is a little bit off where we want to be, but it was a bit of a scrappy lap. Kind of work keeping, struggling to keep the rear end planted, so yeah, a little bit disappointed to be a little bit lower down in P5, but I hope that'll be enough to get us through to Q2. Leclerc, Russell, I think Stroll went P1 as well, that 9.7. I think Carlos was P2. I'm not entirely sure, but for now, a 10.0 for us. So definitely a bit of time to find. But hopefully it'll be in Q2 we can find it. Verstappen and Alonso both underneath us at the moment. Leclerc in P4. So in terms of championship, it's not too bad like this, but we'll have to work a bit harder to try and find a bit more time. But for now, that should wrap up Q1. Let's go into the pits and have a look at the times. Didn't really help that we were towing Stroll around. I wasn't really planning on that. Kind of just, unfortunately, happened. So, at least it happened in Q1 and not Q3. Got to be careful not to do that again. Last thing we want is to be towing our rival teams around the circuit. But yeah, P5 at the moment is not the best. Okay. But let's see. We'll have a look at our gap to P16. If we still got a good gap to 16th place, then we probably will just stay in the pits. But if it is a bit tight, maybe we'll go for another lap at some point. I don't think the tyres wear too much. 4% on the left-hand side. So tyre wear isn't too bad here. We could probably use these tyres again. Either for another lap if we wanted to, or at the start of Q2. But yeah, we'll see. Prediction's about to finish on Twitch, by the way. So if those who want to vote on the prediction on the Twitch, make sure you do so. That's going to finish up very soon. It's your last chance. Right. Into the pits we go. Let's have a look at the times. No one's on track right now, so let's have a look at these lap times and compare ourselves to the rest of the grid. So it is going to stay dry for the rest of qualifying, which is good. So we are fast in the final sector, but unfortunately, that's as far as we can really say with that. First sector, we were significantly further off from where Lance Stroll is right now. Probably did get the boost of the toe, though, so maybe take that with a pinch of salt. Middle sector was still a bit off as well, so what's that gap to P16? So we did a 10.0. Danny Ricciardo in P16 did a 10.7. So we're 7/10ths up on Ricciardo in 16th. It's not the biggest margin, but I think he'll be doable. I think he'll be doable. How was Stroll P1? He got my toe the entire lap, so hence why he was 2/10ths faster than everyone in the first sector. He got my toe down towards turn 1, so he got himself a nice lap time. But the Aston Martin is also a very strong car in this career too, so. Right, let's go down to the last few minutes then. We'll see if anyone goes out for another lap. Hamilton and Sargent both are, so this will be interesting to keep an eye on Hamilton. He's down in 13th place right now. If he does a significant improvement here, might be worth us doing another lap. So let's see what Hamilton does. His first sector was a 21.0. 28.3 in the middle, and then 20.9 in the finals. So, let's see. Let's see. Klopp wanted Anthony a few years ago. Dodged a bullet. Anthony, that is. Another 21.0 of Hamilton, so not really up on his time too much. I think we went green by a few thousandths, maybe. How's his middle sector? $28.2. That's about 1/10.5 up in the middle sector, I think. I think he did like a 28.3, nearly a 28.4 or something. In the middle sector. Over the line goes Hamilton. How's it going to be? Oh, he does go ahead of us. 20.7 in the final. He wedged himself into P4. Ooh. Do we need to go for another lap here? I think Logan Sargent went P15, so maybe we'll be okay. If Logan Sargent went P15, I'd very much doubt the Saubers are going to improve. The Haas's could improve, but I don't think they'll improve by much, so I think we'll be okay. But we are going to drop a few places here. We are going to drop a few places, but I think we should be alright for Q1. We might be 10th or below, but let's see. Let's let everyone head out on track, and we'll find out. If you can't score 5 points in a season, you should not be allowed to compete in the next season. What about people on the, like, terrible cars, though? I mean, that Sauber is a literal tractor. I don't think even Verstappen would score points. He probably would, to be fair. But even, like, a decent driver probably wouldn't score points in that Sauber. Basically, Goatee, you just made me do this. That's it. It's mainly used in the race in case of, like, game crashes and stuff. Back on F1, I think it was early F1 23 or late 22 or something like that. We used to have a lot of issues with game crashes. So we brought that redeem in to basically remind me to save, essentially. That's the whole idea of it. Bottas Alonso situation is so unfair. Exactly, like, if you're a good driver in an absolute shit car, you're going to struggle to score points. It's the truth. The elite drivers might be able to score points, but even, like, good drivers wouldn't do that well. If you put Alonso in the Sauber, I don't think he'd score points. And I think he's a very good driver. I think he's already in an unfortunate position with Aston right now. So I don't think that'd be too fair a regulation to put in. Right, 1 minute to go in the session. I think everyone's out on track right now, aren't they? Yeah, it looks like it. Every driver's out on track, so see how they do. Hamilton's going out for a third lap in Q1, which is interesting. It'd be good if every team has the same car but different livery. Well, at that point, F1 would be a spec series, and that would be quite the opposite of what F1's about. F1's supposed to be like the engineering pinnacle of motorsport. So if every car was the same, you'd basically lose what F1 is truly about. If you want that, then you have to watch F2. Which is an actual, you know, spec series. Zhou's going to be the first across the line. Let's see where Zhou goes. We're down to P7 now, by the way, so someone else did improve. I think it was Alonso went into P4, so let's see where Zhou and Albon go. Albon goes into P9. Zhou stays P19, so I'm pretty confident we'll stay in for Q2. But we are going to drop down a good few positions here. And does that follow through? Yes, it does. P9. So I was expecting to be sort of in the 10th to 15th range, but we do stay in that top 10 at the moment. Carlos Sainz drops down to P6, but I tell you what, look how tight it is in qualifying. Lance Stroll was the fastest man with a 9.7. P10 was only 4/10 away from Lance Stroll. So every millisecond you can find around this track is going to be absolutely vital in Q3. What was the gap between the top 15? Only 5.5 tenths between the top 15. That is incredibly tight. So Q2 and Q3 are going to be very, very important to find absolutely every little millimeter of track that you can find. But for now, Lance Stroll is on top with George Russell and Alonso at the top. George Russell and that Aston Martin sandwich at the top there. Lewis Hamilton 4th, Verstappen, Sainz, Leclerc, Ocon, ourselves in 9th place there, and Tsunoda all in the top 10. Also joining us in Q2 will be Albon, Gasly, Perez in P13, Norris and Piastri, leaving us in Q1. Fairly regular candidates here. Nico Hulkenberg, Danny Ricciardo, Logan Sargent, Zhou Guanyu, and Ollie Behrman. Both the Haas, both the Saubers, and the Williams of Logan Sargent all eliminated in the opening session. But P6 and P9 for the Mercedes, not great. Not great. So definitely some work to do for Q2 onwards. But let's see if we can do it. On to Q2 we go. Promotion and relegation for constructors in F1, F2, and F3. Maybe. Might work. But again, I think some teams in F2 would struggle with funding for that as well, so... F2 teams would have a budget for F1? No, definitely not. F2 teams are well budgeted for themselves in that series only. If they came into F1, they would need to massively increase their income, essentially. Here from TikTok for the first time ever. Quality is so much better. Welcome in, Ashley. Pleasure to have you. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, that's the one downside to TikTok is that I can't run high quality on TikTok. So if you want high quality, Twitch is the place to be for it. It's the best place to be. Right, let's go on the old soft tires for our opening lap of Q2. Again, we'll do the same thing here. We'll skip a little bit of time to get a bit of grip on the circuit. And we'll head out for our opening lap. We probably will need to do 2 laps in Q2, I reckon, but we will see. What's the context for the leg emote? We used to... The wheel cam that's on TikTok used to be on Twitch, and it showed quite a lot of leg. So, people used to kind of, like, joke around saying that it'd be leg cam more than wheel cam. So we made a leg emote to kind of honor that in a way. What made you buy all that? Passion. Having a hobby. What's my favorite track? Spa-Francorchamps. 10.0 for Alonso so far. Again, that's still a beatable time. And 9.7 is the best we've done over the weekend, so... 9.9 from Albon, 9.9 from... Wow, lots of 9.9s going down here. What's going on? I do want to bring it back, but the problem is, like, I can't copy the camera over to TikTok, if that makes sense. And it gets more engagement on there than it does on Twitch, so it's better having it there, in my opinion. So unless I get a third camera, which I have no idea where I put it, but... Alright, here we go. 9.8 from Carlos Sainz. First lap of the session so far. Let's lock in real quick, chat.
Okay, we've been pushed down to P13.
Oh boy. Hi, Carlos. Kept out the barrier. Holy shit. Got a little bit too intimate on the inside curve there. All I wanted to do there, I knew the car was going. I just tried to keep out the barrier. Well, there goes that lap. There goes that lap. GG's. I think you're a bit down in center two. Yeah, I think we might be down over the entire lap. I'm not going to lie. Oh, that was a big snap on the inside curb. I think it was a good lap up until that point, but... yeah, messed up a little bit. Okay, we go again. We go again. List, I want to say? List, maybe? Thank you so much for the follow on Twitch, mate. Appreciate you, dudes. Welcome in, man. This might be your slowest sector. What gives you that idea? You never sit slow. That could have been horrible. Yeah, we could have very easily ended up in the wall there and finished up the session. So, as soon as I realized the car was going, I just focused on trying to keep it away from the barrier. You said F2 teams have no mind to be an F1. High-Tech does. What other series do High-Tech do? I think I've seen them in LMP2 as well, but... I think Prema are probably another one that might have a budget for it. They've kind of flirted with the chance of being an F1, haven't they? They'd be like a sister team to Ferrari. But I'm pretty sure Prema is probably one of those that have, but it's not many teams. Definitely not many. Prema's going to Indy? Yeah, I did see that. Have you forgiven Hayden yet? Apparently, according to his TikTok comments, I need to forgive him. Oh, sorry, he needs to forgive me, I should say. Okay. Well, we're going to have to go for a new soft, aren't we, now? I think we'll probably do this lap fairly early, though, just in case we mess it up again. So we're going to go straight back out here, because we need to get a lap on the boards. So if we use a fresh soft, hopefully it'll be enough to get us up there in Q2. Yeah, everything's manual, Ollie. Everything's manual. I don't use any assists. What pedals am I using? I'm using the Club Sport V3s from Fanatec. I don't know what, like, Prema's factory and stuff like that is like as well. I don't know what their facilities are like. But then again, you know, teams like Haas are quite low budget and are doing okay, so... who knows? Yeah, but the dog has to be kind of present for that, Finley. The dogs aren't here right now, so... do you think Audi are going to be competitive in F1? Probably not at the start.
We've dropped to P15.
I don't think they'll be competitive at the start, but I think maybe after a year or so, they'll slowly build up. I don't see Audi as like a title-winning team in F1. I could see them being like a midfield challenger, but that's kind of it. I don't know. I don't see the potential that they have. I hope Audi do well. The thing is, I've watched a lot of, like, you know, Le Mans and stuff. I used to go to Le Mans every year. I still do. And I've watched Audi dominate Le Mans. So I've always had, like, a little bit of, you know, inner resentment towards Audi. I watched them dominate races that I loved, so seeing them off their throne was amazing to me. Alright, here we go. This will hopefully be our actual first lap this time. Leclerc's down in P14, by the way. He had a bad lap. No purple set to 1. Kept it flat that time. Didn't use that inside curb. Survived. Oh my god, the car's sliding the final corner that time. Cross the line we go here. 9.8 P3. Again, I don't know. It's still not the cleanest. P3's alright. It should get us through to Q3, but the lap is still not really gluing together at the moment. I don't know. The lap is not feeling too clean in the minute. What's the tire temps? The rears get to 100, but it's kind of normal for a track like this. What up, Hasty? Tire temps will always be a bit higher here. So Verstappen on top so far, Stroll in second. Ourselves in third. Do you have enough downforce? Well, I mean, the problem is if we add downforce like we did in Canada, we struggle in the straights. And that was a big problem in Canada. I know we did well in Canada overall, but our straight line speed was really poor. So we don't want that happening again. What do your parents drive? They seem like Jag people. They don't drive a Jag. I don't know why you get that feeling, but no, they don't drive a Jag. My mum doesn't drive because of the medication she's on at the moment. But my dad has a Honda. I mean, the only thing I can do, because Park for May's on now, the only thing I can do to downforce is add a bit of front wing. The problem's on the rear. The front feels fine, but the rear is the issue. So... What do I have? I have a 3 Series BMW. Is it a 2006 Civic? No, it's a 2017. Same as my BMW as well, actually. My Beam was also a 2017. Okay. Let's see. So, P3 and P4 for the Max so far. Not too bad. Again, first sector, we're still a little bit off at the moment. Middle sector, we're still far away from Verstappen. Verstappen flew in that middle sector. He was like... actually, no, it didn't fly, I'd say. But he was much quicker than us in the middle sector. And then the final sector, we're only 1,000th off from in the finals. So if we'd got that final corner right, we'd be purple in the final sector. But still just over a 10th off from him. So, okay. That should be okay for Q2. We are nearly 3/10ths up on Ocon in P11. So I think we'll be all right. But let's see. Let's let these laps play out. Who's staying in? Is it just us? Oh, no. Stroll and Verstappen are both staying in the garage as well. So Stroll's been pretty quick in qualifying so far this weekend. Yeah, I got a 330. I was looking at a 4 Series, but I didn't end up going for it. I was looking at a 420. JDM cars on top. I used to own an RX-8. I still do own it, but I never use it. I actually need to get rid of it or something. I need to come up with a plan for my RX-8. Whether I want to make it a summer car, whether I want to sell it, I don't know. I have a lot of, I have an attachment to my RX-8, so I don't know what I want to do with it. Right, who's the car in the lead at the moment? Norris and Tsunoda and Piastri. Let's go on board with Alonso. He's done a PA actually, Alonso, so he needs to improve in his time. Good job, you Mercedes shirt. We're wearing a Red Bull shirt. It was all tactical. It was all part of the master plan. 20.9 for Fernando in the first sector. What was ours? 210. Okay, Alonso's flying. He's 2/10s up in the Delta already. Didn't your RX-8 insurance rocket recently? Yeah. Honestly, the insurance isn't really the bad thing about the car. It's the tax. The tax is really bad now. My tax on the RX-8 is almost as much the insurance. This is quick from Alonso. 9.5. Wow. That puts down to P4. I think Alonso's looking pretty good. Let's finish up. P5, not too bad. So that lap we did in the midway part of the session was enough to get us through to Q3. Despite that early spin in Q2, we do find ourselves into Q3. But I tell you what, the battle for pole position is going to be really, really tough. Fernando Alonso is on top so far in Q2. Verstappen joins him on the top. Lance Stroll in P3. Again, a Red Bull and Aston Martin sandwich there. Charles Leclerc in P4. Ourselves in P5. Yuki Tsunoda in the Mercedes sandwich this time around with Carlos Sainz in 7th. Albon, Norris and Gasly all through to the final qualifying session. Leaving us in Q2 is Sergio Perez. Isn't that quite realistic? George Russell in P12. Lewis Hamilton in P13. Esteban Ocon in P14. And Oscar Piastri in P15 as well. So those 5 will be leaving us in Q2, which means, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the shootout, the final qualifying session here in Spain. Can we try and fight for pole position here in Barcelona? Let's find out. You just remind me I haven't paid car tax in years. I hope it's on a standing order. To be fair, we have to do... So there's quite a few things you have to do in the UK. You have to insure yearly, or monthly, whatever you want to do. I do yearly. You have to get an annual tax for most cars. And you also have to get an MOT, which is basically like a quality check on the car, essentially. Basically making sure all the safety features are working and things, and to make sure your car is good for the road, essentially. So we have to get all 3 of those every year. So it does cost a good bit of money. And if you get anything wrong on your MOT... Like the MOT itself is only like £50. But anything that's wrong on the car, the bill just goes up, essentially. Safety compliance check. Exactly, yeah. Exactly. It's all to make sure your car is, you know, legal on the road, essentially, to make sure that everything's safe, working, and, yeah, up to a good standing order, essentially. UK's a state right now? Yeah. The car insurance is just going up as well, which isn't helping. Actually, thanks for following, mate. Appreciate it, dude. What internet do I use? I use PlusNet. They're alright. They're nothing crazy. I don't get, like, great internet speeds. I get, like, 80 download, 20 upload, but... Yeah, nothing amazing. Right, on to Q3 we go, ladies and gentlemen. So, let's start off with the old soft tires once again. We'll use the 3% for this first lap. We'll save ourselves a set of softs for the race as well. And then we'll use this final fresh soft here for our final run in Q3. So, let's start off with this old soft and see what we can get on the board early on.
Okay, guys, everyone be aware the car's ready to go.
Do you ever wear socks that aren't white? Nah. I'm a white sock guy till I die. They're comfy as hell. And they're great for racing in, too. You had a roadman robbed yesterday? Do you live in London? Do non-white socks exist? I do actually own a good few pairs of, like, black socks and even some other, like, multicolored socks and stuff, but I never wear them. Never wear them. How much is your tax, Paolo? Curious to see what the difference would be between the US and the UK with car tax. I think my BMW I pay 150 a year, I think. But my RX-8 it was like £600. Oh, are you, Paolo? Oh, sorry, I thought he was in the US. I don't know why I thought that. Your tax 180 here on a Golf R. See, I would have thought a Golf R would be a bit more than that. I'm not going to lie. Oh my god, I just didn't peep Verstappen. Oh, I did. Kind of a W, but I'm not going to talk about it too much. I'll tell you what, Max, if you want to give me a tow, I don't mind that. Yeah, kind of dipped away from me, but... 9.2 from Alonso. Oh, God. £35 on a... What? How does that make sense? Ooh, Max is trying to impede me there. Oh, I did my right-hand tire in the grass there. You get £0 on electric? I have a hybrid. And I still pay more than diesel users. That wasn't a good lap. Kind of messed him up a little bit. Old tire as well. P10. 106 on an A-class. Man, that makes me really sad for my RX-8, dude. I guarantee if I tried to tax my RX-8 now, I probably would pay... I mean, last time it came through, it was 600, I think. But now it's been another year or so. It probably will be closer to 700, nearly 800 maybe. Which is mad. Absolutely mad.
Okay, we've only got one lap of fuel remaining.
180 and M4 comp, best car. Ooh, that's nice, actually. I like the M Sport M4s. They're really, really nice.
You've dropped to P10, your fifth.
Yeah. The emissions on RX-8s are notorious for being absolutely terrible. They are notorious. But unfortunately, not much you can really do about it, so. Dream car is an Audi RS6 Avant. Yeah, the RS6s are really nice. Really, really nice. You're on X5 on a 22 plate. Ooh, nice. Very, very nice. I'm not really a massive fan of the 4x4s that BMW make, but the new ones are very clean looking. Very, very clean. It's the best car. I was going to say competition. Okay, makes sense. That was going to make sense. Fabs, thanks for following us on, mate. Appreciate it, dudes. Welcome in. What I'm going to pay for a new set of tires next 5? No, yeah, fair. I assume they run flats as well, which adds a bit more onto it too, so. Got your eye on an F-Type? Oh, dude, I love the F-Types. The Jaguar F-Type for me is such an underrated car. They sound and look awesome. And they're pretty well priced as well for what they are. I really like the F-Types. All right, Enzo. Right, so one more soft tire, and that should do us for the time being. 5 minutes left to go in qualifying, ladies and gentlemen. We need to find 8 tenths to get anywhere near pole position here. The Spaniards are flying. Alonso in P1, Carlos Sainz in P2. This could be a tricky lap to try and master, isn't it? It's going to be a tricky lap. We did a 9.5 in Q2, so hopefully the track even we could try and get towards where Alonso and Sainz are, but beating them is going to be another level, so let's see. What's my ideal car? The dream car I'd love right now is a 911 GT3 RS from Porsche. Beautiful car. Sounds awesome. Looks fucking amazing. But I'm also a big Aston Martin guy as well, so. A few of the guys I fly with, the captains, have F-types. Oh, that's awesome, Bigo. That's awesome. Yeah, they are quite like a, well, I would say a budget sports car, but they are, for in terms of like a sports car, they are very well priced for them. Yeah, the DB12 looks awesome. When I was growing up, I was a massive DB9 guy. But that was obviously when I was like in my childhood, early teenage years and stuff. The DB9 was like my dream car, but, you know, time has evolved since then, so. Although it'd still be awesome to drive a DB9, I think the level has escalated now. Right, 4 minutes to go in this session. Let's go down to the last few minutes. And we should see the first cars heading out on track for the final time in qualifying. Not a fan of F-types? Oh, I love them. I think they're amazing. Every time I see one on the road, I start drooling. I think realistically, that is a car I'd love to own. Realistically. I'd never probably be able to afford a GT3 RS, but yeah, an F-Type is something I could realistically own one day. And I would love to. Absolutely love to. When I get the F1 tire on my shelf, I qualified on pole position for the Monaco Grand Prix in 2017. So I've got a pole position tire. When I was younger, the Toyota Supra was my goal. To be fair, for some people, it still is, Paolo. It still is. Is that a Supra? Goldberg, thanks for following us. I appreciate it. If you had to pick any car of any year, you have as much money as possible, what car would you buy? Honestly, I'd probably still say the same. I'd still say the same. Right, everyone's heading out on track now. Let's make sure that our car is set up. So, fresh soft tires are on. Minimum fuel, 3.1 laps. Perfect. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is it, our final lap of qualifying here in Spain. Let's find out. I thought you got off Etsy? Nah, man, I want to earn an F1 qualifying. I was when I get it. Everyone's quite well spread out at the moment as well, so no one should be impeded by their laps. Time to put the lap of all laps in, it really is. It really is. Make sure we get his tires warm as well. We haven't got a lot of time spare. Only about 20 seconds or so, but Gives us enough time to get these tire temps up. Used to dream about owning an old E-Type. Yeah. No, my dad was a big E-Type guy as well. He used to love Jags, like the old style ones. He loved the, was it the XJ220, I think it was. It was like one of his favorite cars when he was growing up as well. Not growing up as such, but when it was in his early adult days, the XJ220 was something he loved. 1092 coming up. I wouldn't mind one of those. You're 6'10", Harsh? Jesus Christ. You're tall, motherfucker. Yeah, you would not fit into an E-Type too comfortably. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. Final lap of qualifying. We need a big lap here to try and push for pole position. Let's give it everything. Lock in, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go for pole here in Spain. For the rear lock a tiny bit there. That's a bit of correction. .1 from Verstappen. Come on, over the line we go. We're going to be nowhere near it, are we? 9.3. We are not on pole position here in Spain. P5 is where we will start the Spanish Grand Prix. And we've got some work to do. Max Verstappen, I'm pretty sure, secured pole position. It was a great lap, but it was nowhere near where we needed to be to go for pole. We are less... Oh, I tell you what, look how tight that is, man. Oh!
So make sure you join us then.
Look how tight that qualifying is. The top 6 separated by less than 2/10. That is so close, man. We're half a tenth away from our teammate Carlos Sainz in P4 as well. The Mercedes just weren't quite at it in their quality pace, but hopefully our race pace will be stronger. We can try and push for a podium here in Barcelona. Max Verstappen, our championship rival, will start on pole position, and he gets the run down towards turn 1. Fernando Alonso, the home hero here in Spain, will join him on the front row with Leclerc and Sainz, the 2 former teammates, and our teammate, of course, on the second row. Sainz and Stroll on the 3rd row, Lando Norris and Tsunoda on the 4th, and then Albon and Gasly will occupy the 5th row of Q3 as well. Man, that is so disappointing, dude. I thought we could really try and push for at least a top 3 there. So being P5 is a bit of a shame. But all eyes on the race. All eyes on the race. Hopefully our race pace is a bit better than our quali pace. I think it is, to be fair. I think it is. But yeah, not quite the position we was hoping to be in. But all eyes on the race, ladies and gentlemen. All eyes onto the race. GG's those who said 4 to 6 on the quali as well. Enjoy your points. Ross and Nub, enjoy. Do you think 2-player My Team will be an F125? Oof, I have no idea. I have no idea. Would be cool, but I don't know. All right, Kate, how's it going? Right, so this is the forecast for the race, ladies and gentlemen. No rain is expected for today's race. It is going to be a dry race from start to finish. A little bit of cloud cover towards the end of the race, but I'm not expecting any rain for this one, so hopefully we can get a good clean run down towards turn 1 and have a good race from there onwards. Usually, of course, our starts are nowhere near as good as the AI. So I don't know what it is about the AI, but they always get good starts in this game, and it's hard to beat. So hopefully we can try and get the best possible start for ourselves, though, and at least try and maintain our position and not drop down towards the opening corner. This is how the championship is shaping up heading into the Spanish Grand Prix, ladies and gentlemen. We currently lead the championship right now by 28 points. to the man on pole position, Max Verstappen. He starts on pole. We start in P5. So he's getting a pretty good advantage going into this race. So I think that was one of our worst qualifiers we've had so far this year, I think, other than Canada. Probably our second worst. So the last couple of races really haven't quite gone our way so far. So hopefully we can make up for that in the 66 laps, I think it is, that we have around this track. Charles Leclerc also starts ahead of us as well. Can't forget to not mention his name. He's in third right now in the championship standings. He's won 3 of the last 4 races. He starts third today. Is he going to go for 4 and 5? That would be crazy if he did. But again, we'll be looking to try and have our say on that. Fernando Alonso is starting in P2. He's 5th in the standings right now on 107 points. So our teammate on 89 down there as well. So he's not really in that fight at the minute, but he does start ahead of us as well. So basically, the 4 that are underneath us there in the championship are the 4 that are starting ahead of us in this race. So yeah, we're the worst at top 5. We're the worst of the top 5 in qualifying pace right now, I guess we can say. What up, Jeff? How's it going, dudes? Welcome in, dude. Thank you much for joining from TikTok. Hope you're doing good, man. Right, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado then, it is time to crack on with this race. 66 laps is what we've got to tackle here in Barcelona. We start P5 for this one. We're going to be looking to try and overturn that and get back onto the podium once again. We got a podium in Canada after starting in P9. Can we do it again starting in P5? I sure hope so. While the race goes up, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go take a quick toilet break. I'll be back with you guys in 2 moments' time. And then we'll return for 66 laps of racing action here in Spain.
So many eventful races here in Barcelona over the years. Do you remember Max Verstappen's first win on debut for Red Bull here in 2016? 2 years before, we had the dramatic coming together of Hamilton and Rosberg going towards turn 4. There's always a treat in store as we head back to the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya for the Spanish Grand Prix. It's an updated track at Catalunya, and we welcome the removal of the chicane in the final sector, shortening lap times and reducing the total running to 2.9 miles and 14 turns. This was actually the original setup for the track, but it hasn't been used since 2007. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And it's Fernando Alonso alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Wang, Stroll, Norris, Tsunoda, Albon, Gasly, Perez, Russell, Ocon, Sainz, Hülkenberg, Ricciardo, Sargent, Joe, Behrman, Hamilton, and Oscar Piastri. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. And joining me in the commentary box once again, Naomi Schiff. Hi, Gnomes. Let's look at their season, and particularly against their teammate. Fair to say, they've got the better of them more often than not. Now, sadly, things didn't work out for them last time. It was a bad race. Question is, though, can they recover today?
It is true, they had a really tough day in the office last time out, but they cannot dwell on that. It's so important to turn the page and start on a blank slate, because the more you dwell on that, the less it's going to push you in the right direction. So take some notes. Obviously, there's things to be learned, but move on.
P4, is it?
Right, I know you're hot in the cockpit, but your tyres are going to be even hotter. You're going to have to work extra hard today to keep them cool.
We don't mind a free position. Who's had to sacrifice themselves? Carlos Sainz, mint. Carlos Sainz had to sacrifice himself. Brilliant. Well, I guess it helps us a little bit. Mercedes prioritizing us in the championship. Let's go. Love to see it. Well, so how's it going, mate? All right, so 10 place penalty for Carlos Sainz then drops him down to P13 and promotes us to P4. P4. We'll take that. That gets us a little bit closer to that podium. Can't really complain. Right. Let's have a look at the strategies then. So, personalized is saying a double medium soft. What about the alternate? Alternate saying a soft medium hard, which is quite slower. To be fair, I mean, I don't really see the point in using the hard tire. I'm not going to lie. I don't really see the point in it. Merc car falling off. It's more the fact that the grid is really balancing out right now. We have a lot of teams fighting away for that top spot. I don't see the use in that hard tire. I really don't. I think these are going to be the strats, basically. Are we still at max AI? Yeah. What's better, 24-hour Nurb, 24-hour Le Mans? Both are great, but Le Mans. Hamilton 19th, Piastri 20th. Do you prefer Spain with the chicane or without? Without. Without, for sure. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think... I'd rather not start on the softs, I don't think. What's everyone else doing? Let's have a quick look. Ooh. Ooh, we have got a bit of a mix here, haven't we? We have got a bit of a mix. So Verstappen starts P1 on the soft tyre. Alonso, Leclerc on the mediums. Ourselves on mediums at the moment as well. Quite a few behind us on softs. A lot of people are opting for soft tyres early on. They'll be slow at the end? Yeah. If you want to start on soft, go soft, medium, soft. I don't know if we've got the tyres for that. Let's have a quick look. Is that possible? It is, but the problem is that one of those soft tyres is kind of used, so it wouldn't be as quick. Hard, medium, one stop. I don't think the one stop will work that well. Yeah. I don't think so. It's not terrible, but I don't think it's the way to go. It's not a long pit lane here either, and fresh tyres here will do very good. So... yeah, I think we've got to do a two-stopper. Let's go back to this one and just revert strategy. I might shorten up the soft stint, though. So I do think that'll be a little bit tricky. Maybe 24 each of the mediums then. But the thing is, the second tyre usually wears less than the first. So maybe we'll do something like this. 22, 26, 18. That could work. And that gives us undercut territory as well. Yeah, I like the look of that, actually. I like the look of that. If we did have a fresh set of, like, two fresh softs, I think a soft, medium, soft could have worked. But that in itself does look pretty good. With that theory, what about medium, soft, soft? Again, we only have one fresh soft, so still wouldn't really be great. What would you recommend for a full-length Imola dry race? Probably like a medium hard. You want a one-stop Imola because it's such a long pit lane. Am I live on Twitch? I am indeed. Link in my bio or twitch.tv/thatguyvince. Yeah, so I'm thinking that 22 on the starting mediums, 26 on the second mediums, and then 18 on the softs. That should give us a good opportunity to win this race, I think. Or at least get on the podium. Medium hard pit lap. If we were to one-stop, it'd be like lap 30. But I don't think we want to one-stop this. I don't think we want to one-stop it, so... we'll do that, I think. We'll do that. I'm happy with that one, I think. Right. Let's have a look at the prediction, then. Our final little bit before we get going. The prediction. So, we do start P4. Don't think a Team v Team is going to be that great today, because the teams are a little bit scattered around. Some of the top, some of the bottom, so... I don't think we'll do a Team v Team today, so... could do a multi-position? Or you want to do a driver versus driver?
Ebening Vonk, even in the shadows, my subs were lurking, casually raising up the numbers.
I appreciate it, Tommy. Thank you, dude. Driver v driver, you reckon? We could do like a few different drivers. Well, to be fair, why don't we do the championship candidates? Ourselves, Verstappen, Leclerc, Alonso. Us four all in that championship fight, so... who will come out on top between those four? What do we think? Remember the days of watching you on TikTok? Now I'm here on Twitch. Was best decision. It's always a good decision to go from TikTok to Twitch. Always the best decision. Matt, thanks for following us, mate. Tommy, thank you much for the 41-month resub as well. As K-Craig coming with the 17 months as well. Thank you much, K-Craig, for the 17 months as well. Ladies and gentlemen, this been chat to welcome K-Craig into Vince Fan for the 17 and Tommy for the 41 as well. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Sounds good? All right, let's do that. So who will come out on top between ourselves, Verstappen, Alonso, and Leclerc? That will be today's prediction. We'll see that come up in a couple moments' time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think then that is us basically ready for this Grand Prix. Just going to lower the fuel down a touch there, and we should be in a good spot. Right! Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen! It is time for the Spanish Grand Prix. P4 is where we start this race. We originally qualified P5. However, our teammate Carlos Sainz does have a 10th place grid penalty, and he'll be starting lower down in this race. So the home hero here, Carlos Sainz, of course, he'll be hoping to try and turn that around and finish up on the podium in P13. But, of course, we need to get on the podium as well. We have yet to finish outside of the podium yet. We had one DNF, but every single time we finished a race, it's always been on the podium. So hopefully we can make that count again in today's race. This is the strategy we are going for here in Barcelona, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to do the medium soft. 22 on the opening mediums, 26 on the second mediums, and we'll finish up on the softs for 18 laps. Will that be the strategy that can win us this race? We will find out. We're on 110 AI, of course, and of course it proved its worth in qualifying, but will it prove its worth in the race? We didn't quite get the qualifying position we wanted to, so hopefully we can do that in the race and finish up in that top spot. Ladies and gentlemen, today's prediction will be who will finish highest out of ourselves, Verstappen, Leclerc, and Alonso. The prediction will be up in a couple of time. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for 66 laps of racing action here in Barcelona. I always forget to do this bit, my bad.
Okay, how was that pull away? You'll have a bit more grip than that at the start, but we need to warm the tyres properly now. Make sure you get some heat into the brakes as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, the prediction is up on the Twitch right now. Which driver will score the most points in this race? It'll be anyone in that top four. Will it be ourselves? Will it be Leclerc, Alonso, Verstappen? Get your predictions up in the chat right now.
No threat of rain for the time being. Conditions look good.
We go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Spanish Grand Prix. The home hero here in Spain, Fernando Alonso, is the man that starts in P2 today, directly in front of us. Max Verstappen, our championship rival, in P1. Leclerc in P3 as well. This is going to be a great run down towards turn one. All of us up here on the mediums other than Verstappen. Stroll and Norris on the softs behind us. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 5 red lights. And we are racing here in Spain. It's not the best start for ourselves. We get so much wheel spin off the line. We're taken by Tsunoda and Lance Stroll down towards one. Verstappen had a terrible start as well. As we look up the inside down towards turn one on Yuki Tsunoda. Who's this one? I looked outside. It's Pierre Gasly in the Alpine. Looking to try and go on the outside at turn three. Have we got the grip on the inside here? I don't think we do, as Gasly goes round the outside down towards turn four. We'll try and keep it tight here, and we do just get past Pierre Gasly at turn four. We've conceded 2 positions on the opening lap. Not quite as bad as Verstappen, who's dropped down to P4. It's Fernando Alonso who leads the Spanish Grand Prix. The home hero here in Spain. The rookie, as we all say. He is leading this race here at Barcelona. But that was a really, really poor first lap. The soft tyres are looking very strong at the moment. So we've got to try and stay within DRS range of this, guys. The medium tyres just really aren't gripping for me at all. Gasly tried to go around the outside. I think he actually lost a place himself off the lane as well. But that was a pretty poor first lap. But it wasn't a medium tyre, so hopefully we can try and bounce back. We will have the advantage later on in this race, so... But the moment, Fernando Alonso leads the line. Hopefully our straight line speed's good. We're not losing too much time to Gasly, so I think we're all right. Okay, let's start bringing that gap down to the guys in front now. It's going to be quite the train, I'm pretty sure, in Spain. Our favorite rookie, exactly. There goes my prediction points. Not at all. 66 laps here. Anything can happen. But at the moment, the medium tyres are not firing up. Really struggling on these mediums so far. The softs look really strong. I'm trying to stay within DRS range of Tsunoda, but it's proving very tricky. I'm hoping that traffic in front of him just holds that train up, and we can try and keep it in DRS range. At the moment, it's proving very, very difficult. We didn't actually get DRS down here, so... Gonna have to push hard in this final set to get back within DRS range, otherwise Pierre Gasly could get by us. This has been a really, really tough start to this race. And quite the opposite we needed. No matter what happens, we will maintain the lead of the championship of this race, but that point deficit could come down quite significantly. And we do not have DRS down towards turn 1. We're going to be under a lot of pressure here from Pierre Gasly as Tsunoda, fast man on the track at the moment. Here we go down towards turn 1. Pierre Gasly getting a bit closer, but not quite close enough to make the move, I don't think. And I think he's going to make it. No, he's not. As there was a 2 wide in front of us between Alonso and I think it was one of the Ferraris, probably Leclerc, battling away for the lead there. That might just help us. Let's see. At the moment, I've not quite got the confidence in the cornering. But we need to get back within DRS range of these guys. And that right there might just do it. Oh, hello, bit wide. And Gasly's gonna go for a hair. Shit. That was a poor mistake, man. Just when I got within a second of them, we made that mistake. Typical. Absolutely typical. Gasly's gonna try and look for a move here on the outside, maybe. These medium tires are not firing up, dudes. They are not firing up in the slightest. Should have stuck with the strategy of the leaders. Well, to be fair, some of them did go for the mediums as well to start with, so... This might be a struggle down towards turn 1. Yep, here comes Gasly. We're cooked here. Not looking good, chat.
Okay, we lost
Not looking good.
Focus.
Pierre Gasly overtakes us for P6. This is not looking too good at the moment. Can you add a channel point thing for the full race update? No. Even Gas in the medium tires is kind of pulling away, to be honest. What is happening right now? What is happening? Just have no confidence in the car at the minute. I was hoping our race pace would be better than our quali pace, but at the moment it's proven opposite. Did you change the ICE again? No. You can't change the ICE once you've done it, because otherwise you have to take a penalty. Yeah, I mean, look how many corrections we have to doing out that corner. The rear of the car feels completely unstable. Oh my god, man. I don't know if we're going to survive this. Norris came a bit close there. We'll catch up to Gasly a bit. That DRS is quite helpful, so... I don't know, this is feeling very, very, very unhappy, this car. Very unhappy. Did you lose a part in Spain or was it Aston? We did. We lost a part. Come on. 2.3 to Tsunoda. Just gotta wait for these soft tires to fall off, really. But yeah, I don't know. This is strange. I've never had this happen before. Where we're just... The car feels so heavy, almost. Maybe it's the fuel, I don't know, but... Something's definitely not happy. Well, let's stay focused. As long as we can try and keep that DRS gap to Gasly, we'll be okay, I think. And we just got to wait for the soft tires to fall off because those softs right now are really doing a good job. All right, here we go through the final corner. Did that a bit better than last time. Here we go. We should be able to overtake Gasly here, I think. This could be the move to get us back into P6. Gasly covers the inside. We'll just swoop around the outside. Take that racing line. Back into P6 we go. So we are making overtakes now. But,
Brilliant. Nice move. Keep going.
yeah. A little bit later than we'd like for it to happen, really. But that is our first overtake of the race. And it came on lap 6 for P6.
1.9 seconds.
All right, come on. Still a long way to go, chat. Keep our heads up. Long way to go. A lot of people on these soft tires. They're going to struggle in 10 laps time, so we have to be patient. We've got to play the long game here. We know it's not going to be easy, but we'll definitely have it a bit easier at the end of the race. So we just have to be patient, stick through with this. We are catching Tsunoda. 1.5 is the gap now. So I think that traffic is holding each other up a bit. So if we can try and reel ourselves back in, that'd be great. I think Gasly might get back past me down towards turn 1, though, because he is close through the last couple of corners. There is a move happening up ahead. Here comes Pierre Gasly. He's going to make the move. We'll let him go. Oh, my God. Here comes Russell as well. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, I didn't want to battle here. But I didn't want to lose out to Russell as well. And that's going to cost us some vital time as we go on the outside at turn 3. Nice little tussle with Pierre Gasly. He's got the inside line. He should just get the grip. And it will keep that position as well, heading up towards turn 4. Getting a little bit scrummy as well on the back end. Yeah, I don't know. We're just like a sitting duck in the straights, aren't we now? Nothing's working in this car. Nothing's working. Stu, Noah, and Ika, thanks for following us on Twitch, guys. Appreciate you. Welcome in. Hope you guys doing good. Thank you for the follows. Come on. It's trying to make it out. See, it feels like it. Feels like it. But if we don't finish the podium here, that could be really bad for the championship. Really, really bad. 3 seconds the gap now because of that fight we had at the start. Just cannot afford to fight. Lance Stroll 13-2. This will be a bit slower because of that battle. 2 seconds slower, in fact. Here we go, Pierre Gasly around the outside on that racing line. Almost dipped our front left of the gravel, but we are past the Frenchman. Come on. Need them guys in the top 5 to scrap some more. Green set to 1 for ourselves. Dropped 2 places so far this race. Oh, the brand just not sticking at all. Just don't have any faith in the rear of the car.
Okay, gap ahead, 3.0 seconds.
Green in the middle as well. And we have got overtake left on by accident. Pretty sure it did that itself. Now we're going to have no badge down towards turn 1. Brilliant. Isn't that fun? So it'll be a sitting duck. We'll lose the compositions here again then. That was our best lap as well. 13.9. Oh my God. Look at this. And they're going to fight and lose us more time. This is really bad. This is really, really bad. Oh my God. They need to make contact as well. Gasly almost just turned left into Russell. That could have been terrible. That could have been a disaster. This is difficult. This is really, really difficult. Come on. Oizy, thanks for following us, mate. Appreciate it, dude. Russell looking for a move on Gasly. I'm trying to keep the faith right now, chat, but this is a Really tricky phase of the race. As long as we can keep winter soft tires for this part, we'll be fine. We just gotta wait for the softs to start struggling, which I think should be fairly soon, but we'll see. There we go. DRS wide open down towards turn 1 again. Gasly going defensive on Russell. I think we'll try and get past him as well. He goes defensive against us. I don't really want to attack Russell. We'll just give him that place. And then we'll sit behind him. Yeah, look at the gap to Tsunoda now, 4.3. This is the opposite of what we need to do right now. This is directly the opposite of what we want to do. Am I still mad about mad at him at Azerbaijan? Yeah, I'm fuming. I've sent him angry messages every single day. Demanding compensation. Losing sleep over it? I am. Late nights thinking about it. Just crash into Verstappen and get the DNF. Gotta get near Verstappen first for that to happen. Okay, I think we're a little bit too far back on Russell, but we're gonna try and guns the back of him, we'll be fine. Open up the gap to Gasly in the straights as well, which is good. Okay. I like this. I like this position. The crepes looked amazing. They were very good, to be fair. She nailed them. But then again, she's, you know, Canadians are pretty good at making sweet treats and stuff, so. POV watching 2024, Mark. Yeah, fair. Watching the channel for the first time. What's the AI here? 110. We're on max AI. Which might be a little bit too high today, actually, you know. Didn't think Spain was good for the AI, but apparently it is. But it's too early doors, to be fair. We're only on lap 11. We're still waiting for the soft tires to fall off, and when that happens, who knows? So maybe it's a perfect AI. We'll see. Nice run there. We're actually almost 1 second away from Pierre Gasly here. I'm not going to take Russell just yet. Okay, Russell, stay there. I don't want to lose time fighting, so I'm happy to chill behind for this time round. If I'm close enough next lap, though, I might do it. Because I have a feeling those soft tires maybe now are starting to come down on their lap time. And if that is happening, that's when we need to start pushing a bit more. But at the moment, we cannot lose any more time to Yuki Tsunoda. That is the worst thing that could possibly happen. And Yuki still is in that group. I mean, the Aston Martins are pulled away here, actually. Both Alonso and Stroll. I've kind of gapped the third to fifth there, haven't they? So the Aston's in a pretty good spot. I wonder if we'll get a 2016 Mercedes out of those two. Come on. Thoughts on Formula E? Mid. Not a fan. We can get past Russell here, I think. We're a lot closer this time around. We'll try and stick around the outside again to that racing line. And we are past George Russell once again. Down towards turn 1, back to P6. We gained quite a bit of time on Tsunoda and co there. Come on. Hey, that curb into the second DRS. Yeah, that inside curb. That's what caused us the incident earlier on in qualifying. When we spun. Just got a little bit too curb happy and back end went wailing round. 3.2 to Tsunoda. Don't overtake me, George. Don't overtake me. No, don't overtake me. Do it in turn 1. What lap are we pitting? 22. So 9 laps time of boxing. been a good race so far overall, but our position is definitely lacking. 3.2 to Tsunoda. Right, George Russell should get past me again here.
3.3 seconds.
Knack, thanks for follow as well, mate. Appreciate it, dude. Welcome in. So if me and George do what we're doing right now, where we DRS swap every other lap, that could be really, really useful. But the overcut of Spain works well. It kind of depends on traffic. It can work well if the guy who tries to undercut gets stuck in traffic. Because traffic around here is painful, very painful.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilize some of this energy. Come on.
Overfueled a bit? Trust me, we haven't. We have not. I promise you will burn through that very comfortably. Don't worry about the fuel. I can tell you guys have never got to Season 3 of career mode before. For some reason, when you get further into career modes, the car drinks fuel like no tomorrow. So you have to overload it like crazy. And we've got a lot of battery here. Tell you what, we are getting close towards Yuki, aren't we? We'll get past George Russell again here. We'll up the inside line this time. Sweep back onto the racing line. We're getting closer. 2.7. So this is working right now. This little strategy we're doing with George. We are pulling that gap down to the guys in front. Yeah, Spain itself is a bit of a fuel burner, but even more so in these cars. Come on. Stay ahead here, stay ahead.
Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 2.9 seconds.
.8 seconds. If we can catch up to these guys by the time they pit, that'd be really good. I think the soft tires will pit maybe 18, 19, so if we can catch up to them by then, we'll be all right. 13.8 that time around. I think the medium tire is a fast tire now. We might actually ahead of Russell here too. He's not really catching us much there. I think the medium tire might be the better tire now, chat. It took its time, but it is happening, I think. Oh, I say that in the rear slides.
Strange readings from a couple of the sensors. I don't think you need to be worried. Just some bad data. So keep doing what you're doing. I'll let you
Yeah,
know.
I've had fuel issues in Spain before. Don't worry. I've had many fuel issues in the past at this track. I'm hoping we didn't. I hope we put enough in, to be honest. .3. Getting close. We're starting to get close. Those soft tires have got to be struggling now. Need to make the most of this now on this medium tire. I'll just say a bit that. There we go down towards turn one again. Russell's close. He'll get past me. Is it an Aston 1-2? Yeah, the Astons are flying so far. There's a fight going on for P3 there as well. Pretty sure. I think it's Verstappen and Leclerc fighting for that third spot, which is good for us. It's very, very good. 3 seconds to gap to that midfield group as well. Come on. Oh, thanks for following us on, mate. Appreciate you, dudes. Welcome in. Hope you're doing good as well, dudes. I just live in the sun. Not living in the sun is so much better. I like snow. We don't get a lot down my end, so anytime we get it, it's always good. I did go to Canada during the winter, and that was a lot of fun. I've always been a snow guy. I love the cold. What's my tire wear? Probably nothing pretty. Yeah, rear left on 25. Right side's perfectly fine, but... yeah, left side's quite far off from where we want it to be. We're a little bit far from Russell this time around, so we'll just sit behind again. Didn't get a lot in the straights that time. Come on. Canada Winter sounds awful. It's right up my alley. You get to so many, like, winter sports there. It's awesome. I like winter sports. Like skiing, snowboarding, that sort of stuff. It's quite fun. The one thing I didn't get to, which I really wanted to do, was go on, like, driving the snowmobile. I didn't get to do that. Who's P1? I believe it's one of Alonso or Stroll. Not sure exactly which one is P1, but they're fighting away with each other, so... oh, Russell's really close to DRS on Tsunoda here. When's the next time I'll go live? Not until next week. I fly out tomorrow for a few days, so I won't be back until next Monday. So I'll either stream on Tuesday, the day after, or maybe on Wednesday, depending on how I feel. I'll let you guys know on Discord as always, though. So if you haven't joined Discord, now's a good time to do so.
Really good job for that target, mate.
Right, we're going to fly past Russell. Here we go. We moved a little bit late to the inside, but there we go. There's the move done again on George Russell. We're really close to DRS and the guys in front. We did get a little bit crooked at turn 2, which did cost a bit of time. Come on. The lower the session length, the quicker the tires wear. Yeah, it'll be the rate of whatever you're doing. So if it's a 50% race you're doing, it'll be double tire wear of a 100% race. They wear different rates for different sessions. Who wears shorts every day? Me, I do. Hello. Wearing shorts right now. I love wearing shorts. Lap 19. Soft tires still haven't pit yet. The soft tires still haven't boxed yet. Here comes Russell again. He'll get on them inside again. .2 to Gaz. We're still opening up that gap to the guys behind. Lap 22 box. That's what we're planning right now. Where am I going? I'm going to Sweden for the weekend. So I will miss Create Series, unfortunately. They have so much grip. Sounds like AI. AI have a lot of grip. Russ was so close to DRS, man. So close. Where in Sweden am I going? I'm going to Stockholm for the DreamHack event. Happy birthday, Samuel. I think it's inside DRS, is he? Yes, here we go. We are finally inside DRS, the guys in front. Max Verstappen has boxed end of lap 20. Carlos Sainz also into the pits as well. So we'll gain one position there. Carlos Sainz obviously was behind us, so... Brazil? No, this is Spain. Come on, Russell, stay inside DRS to Tsunoda, man. Do not lose that DRS just yet, please. Don't lose that DRS just yet. Yeah, he's back inside of it again. It was a little tight, but he is back inside the DRS once more. Here we go. All right, so
Now we're boxing
this would be the lap that we box on, chat. Do we do it? Do we box this lap for a new medium?
Second a lap on the car behind. Really good stuff.
This is the timer right now. What do you guys think? Leclerc and Soda had a bit of a scrap there. That allows Russell to get a bit closer. Fuel's come down so much already. That's why I put a lot in. Do we box or do we stay out? 2 more laps, you reckon? The undercut would be kind of crazy here if we can make it work. Would gain 3 positions out of it. Stay out 1 more. We can maybe do 1 more.
Remember, box this lap.
It now because of traffic. Well, the thing is, they're not really holding me up yet. They're not really holding me up. I'm kind of actually being towed along with them at the moment. What's the gaps looking like? If we were to box, where would we come out? At the moment, 14th. There is a good few gaps around the grid right now, isn't there? Oh my god, Sonoda nearly went into a 3 wide. He's going to have to give way to his teammate here, I think. Maybe. Okay, we've got held up a bit there. Russell got a bad exit through turn 3. We might be able to pounce on this. Trying around the outside at turn 4. It's late on the brakes. We're going to try and hook around the outside of George Russell into P5. Can we get the grip on the inside down towards turn 5? We do just get the grip and we are ahead of George Russell. And that's the first race board taken down. We'll still get DRS on Yuki Tsunoda as well, which is good. Good battling right now. Come on. DRS wide open once more as we head down towards the hairpin. We'll keep ourselves in front of Russell. I think we have to stay out 1 more again, don't we? You rejoin behind Max with free air. Yeah, maybe. We might come out close to our teammate. I have a feeling these soft tires are going to try and one-stop this. Because why have they not boxed yet? Getting really close to Tsunoda here as well. Oh, we're going to try and late attack. And we are going to try and late attack down towards turn 1. Tsunoda moved up to the inside. Just let us past almost. You can see the difference in grip on the medium and the softs. At turn 1, we're a little bit far away from Leclerc's DRS. But we are ahead of Yuki Tsunoda now. I think maybe this lap now, chat, because we haven't got DRS. I think this lap, we won't have DRS. Tsunoda and Russell get past me anyway. I think we've maximized this pace. So what do you think? Box this lap? Yeah, you guys see box? Box this lap. Box.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
Let's do it. I was planning on going longer in the middle stint than the first, but we did get some opportunities there and we had to take them, so. Okay, Leclerc's in. Leclerc is in as well. I'm such an idiot.
Okay, mate, that's it. Go.
I'm such an idiot.
Fantastic stop. Faster than we were expecting.
I've said that next pit stop.
Let's get some heat into those tires.
We are ahead of Leclerc, though. I don't know how the fuck that happened. We are ahead of Leclerc after the pit stop. That 10-second penalty, yeah, that's painful. We will have to serve that our next stop. Shit. That's very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. Come on. Don't go for it now, please. Do it at turn 1.
You're in position. They've pitted as well.
Well,
so warm up your tyres.
got it all to do now, haven't we, chat? Got it all to do now. Ah, that's so annoying. So annoying. We almost got to slow down in time, but... All right, here goes Leclerc. He'll get by us. Here comes Carlos Sainz. He'll get by us as well. We'll have to try and stick with these guys the best we can. But that 10-second penalty is going to really hurt at that next stop. It's going to be very painful. Hopefully we can get a safety car, maybe. A safety car would really help in that scenario. 52 mile an hour, yep. 3 mile an hour then over what we should have done. That's annoying, but rules are rules. Should have stayed out. Yeah, I don't think that would have changed anything in terms of the penalty.
Let's use overtake.
Sam coming with a 39-month resub as well. Thank you much, Sam, for 39 months. Appreciate that, dude. We've got double yellows being waved in the final sector. That's a racing ball. Is that Yuki? It's George. George Russell is out of the session.
Caution, caution.
He's put up to the left-hand side. Now, if that was a safety car, that would have been either very annoying or very interesting. Because I probably would have boxed for a hard tyre and got rid of the penalty, but...
Okay, the incident's been cleared.
Or maybe a soft tyre and then got mediums again later.
Come on.
We're outside DRS, these guys in front now. 12.3 for Leclerc. Those guys are flying, and they are fighting. Philip and Alpha, thanks for applause as well, guys. Appreciate you.
_6 says, hey Barry, Dimitri here. Speed limit is 80 kilometers per hour, just in case you didn't know. We don't want you costing us valuable time in the pit lane.
Oh, isn't that ironic, Dimitri? Isn't that ironic, Dimitri? You little bastards.
Claire ahead. Come on, mate. This is it. Let's try and get past them quickly.
All my homies hate Dimitri. Do you know what a good time is for Austria? Fast lap times are in the... Well, fast quality times are in the 3s. I think esports guys do like mid-2s, low-2s, something like that.
The car behind's just boxed for mediums. Car behind on the medium tyre now.
Green the first 2 sectors. Still not quite within DRS range of Leclerc, though. Lots of the 12.1. Yuki Tsunoda's come out 3.6 behind us. Ocon has just pit with Hamilton. We're back into P6 for now. How come we got a 10-second penalty? We sped in the pit lane by 3 miles an hour. Honestly, 10 seconds is pretty harsh for it, but... them's the rules. Yeah, it should really be 5, but it is what it is. I mean, unless it's one of those glitch penalties. You know how you can get those glitched 5 seconds that are actually 5 seconds but appear as 10? It could be one of those, but it most likely is a 10. Hopefully it's a 5, though. I don't know if that bug ever got fixed, so... With your luck, that's not the case? Yeah, probably. Brave a safety car? Yeah, that's kind of the only option from here on out is to just wait for a safety car. But this race has definitely not gone to plan so far. 1.1 seconds to Leclerc. We almost got by the DRS range there. Purple sector 3. 12.7 is our fastest lap. We're on 110 AI. 110. Honestly, probably should have lowered it there. I didn't realize the Spain AI was actually this strong. What's our net position? This is it. P6 is our net. Unless there's someone that hasn't boxed in front, but I don't think there is. Dimitri asked for a 10, maybe. So close to DRS, man. Just gotta try and find 800s in the lap. Come on, Carlos. Drop back a little bit. Give me some DRS. so close. I think we just missed out. So fucking close. 12.6 that time around. We're really pushing right now to try and get inside DRS. If they can have a bit of a scrap here, that could help us. And lovely. Good stuff. And that'll bring us back within DRS range. Carlos does get past Charles Leclerc as well at turn 3. And that'll bring us right back into the fight here. And hopefully we can try and keep pulling away from Tsunoda behind. Because if we get that 10-second penalty cleared, maybe we'll keep that gap for the top 6. We'll see. Verstappen's still running P2 at the moment. I think Stroll's P3, Alonso P1. So Verstappen will still gain points on us in the championship as it stands. DRS is too strong. DRS in this game is very strong. Very, very strong. Where did we qualify? P4. Well, qualified P5, but we had a penalty to Sainz.
Okay, some information on Ricciardo. Okay, they're slowing down. It seems like there's something.
Bring out a safety car, you won't. Bring out a safety car, Rick. Well, that would a safety car be fine. Anywhere near our next pit box would be great. Anywhere near our next stop would be really, really nice. There was yellow flags temporarily there. I think it's boxing. Maybe he had a puncture, I don't know. Maybe he had a puncture. But this season's really hotting up for the championship right now, isn't it? Verstappen will gain a good haul of points on us. At the moment, he'll gain 18 for today's race. We will gain... What is it for P6? Is it 8? 12 is 10. Sorry. No, 4th is 12, sorry. 5th is 10th. I think 6th is 8. So, Max will gain about 8 points on us at this rate, which is not great. Not great at all. Argentina, thanks for following, mate. Appreciate you, dude. Welcome in as well. How old is this tyre? It's still fairly new. We put it on 7-8 laps ago. So not that new, actually, but newish. Tsunoda and Hulkenberg are fighting, which is going to be good for us. Is last stint softs or hard? Softs. Yeah, last stint softs. It's kind of annoying that Carlos is in front of us. He obviously started in P13. We started in P4, so the fact he's ahead of us on net position right now is actually quite disappointing. Up integral. I really hope it's a 5 seconds. Really hope it's a 5 seconds. Go ahead, no grip there. Whew. Yeah, going hard to the end would be kind of pointless. Unless we've got a safety car now, then I probably would go hards, but that's it, I think. And if they don't go hards any other time. Otherwise, we're sticking to strat. DRS isn't strong enough for players. I mean, it is. Especially when you're playing online. I think generally the AI straight line speed is pretty damn good. But honestly, the thing with the AI is, although their straight line speed is pretty tough, it's their traction, which is really OP. Really OP. What is happening to my ERS? It's changing by itself. Bro, are you kidding me? Is that my wheel doing that? My ERS was just changing by itself. I just lost ERS because of that. Yum. Isn't that great? I don't know if that was my wheel or if it was the game. That'd be a cool mechanical failure. I've seen it before where like the overtake can get stuck on. But I don't know about the deploy doing that, where it was just changing by itself. I don't know if that's a feature in the game or if that was my wheel. Might be vibration for your wheel, fitted by the button, yeah. It could be anything, really. It could be a feature, it might not be, I don't know. Did get a bit on sights that time around, but not enough with DRS. Sorry, Mark. Did my best. Is a cockpit water bottle? Reset the button? Maybe. It's leaky into the electronics of the steering wheel. Oh, that was a bit of a slide there.
The car behind is dropping back by about 3/10 a lap. Well done. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 1.5 seconds.
Come on. Does anyone have Latifi's number? Asking for a friend. In this crew, it'll be Joe, probably. It's the closest thing we got. But yeah, safety car really would do us the world of good right now. Halfway through this race. Still sitting P6 at the moment. Oh, I wish I was just that DRS, man. Lost out a little bit of science this time around. Really wish I was inside that DRS. I think Verstappen has lost out to the Aston as well. That was in P2. Which is good for us, at least. Zandvoort last season flashbacks. I don't remember what happened in Zandvoort. I don't remember what happened in Zandvoort. What happened last season in Zandvoort? Oh, right, when we got a 10-second penalty and that's a dip at the end. Yes, I remember. I remember. Yeah, fairly similar, actually. Fairly similar. But this time, we're not quite as quick. We managed to get that 10-second gap last season. But, yeah, right now we definitely don't have that pace. I'm hoping it's a 5, but it most likely will be a 10. We are kind of choking this championship right now. 13.2. The penalty was for speeding in the pits. We went 3 miles an hour over, and we got a naughty telling off. Why would it be 5, if you don't mind me asking? Sometimes it happens. I don't know if the bug ever got fixed, but there was a bug where you could get a 5-second penalty, but it would display as a 10. So I'm hoping that's the bug we have, but it's unlikely. It probably is an actual 10 seconds. I have no idea if that bug ever did get seen to or not. Well, listen, 5 races, about to be 6 at this rate. About to be 6. We had such an amazing start to the season, but suddenly things are starting to hit. When am I going on holiday? Tomorrow. Wouldn't really say it's a holiday, though. You're on the max form. I am, yep. I am. Sights itself's gonna fail soon. They should. However, he's got DRS on Leclerc, and that might just help him. We asked to extend the gap to Sonoda, but it needs to be more by the time we box, really.
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 2.1 seconds.
I'm kind of wondering if we box early and go for a hard to end the race. Is that smart or no? Because the hard tires will last easy to the end from any point, really. Maybe when our tires get to like 25. Will you come out in traffic? Yeah, probably. But I always don't know if the hard tires will be really slow. Is it a good idea? Is it not? What do we think? We're going to have 26 laps next time we cross the line. Who gets in until traffic is done? I mean, the traffic's a little bit scattered, really, isn't it? There's a small group behind us with a few cars, but then it's just individual cars laced around everywhere. At this point, just hit the straight, you reckon? I'm just thinking about clearing that penalty. And we're not getting time on the guys in front right now. They're clearing away from me, so it's proving really difficult. AI literally insane at Spain for some reason? Yeah. I think I might find out the hard way. I think we need to probably be at about 107, 108 AI maybe. Because I can't get near them. Come on. Carlos is in.
Carlos is in for his stop now.
Is that mediums to the end for Carlos? I think it might be. Yeah, it is. I don't think we do it then. I don't think we go for the hards. I think we stay out for the softs. I think we stay out for the soft tires.
Okay, gap to the car ahead, 3.2 seconds.
Oh, come on. Have you used softs already? No. No, we started on mediums and are currently on mediums. Different mediums, obviously. Oh, well. Carlos into traffic? Yeah, he is, isn't he, actually? But to be fair, if we serve the 5-10 second penalty, whatever it is, it'll put us relatively far back. So, what's the current lap for softs? 48. 8 more laps until we pit then. Verstappen's in off the soft tyres. He'll be going mediums next as well. He'll get into traffic as well, I think.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 19.3 seconds.
Yeah, he will. Verstappen's going to be in traffic. That moves up to P4. The Astons are cooking, man. Aston in P1 and P2. They've got that Nui effect, haven't they? Go a little longer and have fresh softs at the ends. I think that would hurt the mediums more, though. We're going to make sure we hit the crossover right. Sorry to tell you, Vince, but speaking of pit lanes, it's always been a 10-second, has it? Even if it's like 1 or 2 mile an hour over. Because I thought there were different penalties for different speeds. Because we were pretty close to the speed limit. And I have seen it before where the 5 second is a 10 is shown as a 10-second. So it probably is a 10-second, but my copium is saying 5.
The gap to the car
Hello, Peter.
ahead is increasing by a few tenths per lap. Get your head down. Okay, gap
Becky,
to the car
Daly,
ahead.
Daly, and Rotom, thanks for following us on Twitch, guys. Appreciate you. Welcome in. Hope you guys have a good one. Don't forget, if you guys are new here and you are enjoying the race, and enjoying the stream, make sure to smash that follow button. We are live on Twitch and at TikTok right now. If you guys want to head over to Twitch, would mean a lot. Any worry about the rears? Always worry about the rears. Hey, I'm not reading all that, Peter. I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of racing right now. You'll have to dumb that down for me. I can't read all that at the moment. Hate that rear side. What's up, Howick? Just sum up, don't speed in the pits. Oh, that's fucking not useful. Yeah, Peter, you're not helping me. Just tell me what the punishment is. Just tell me what the punishment is. Also, the game might apply it differently to real life too, so... Yuki catching. Yeah, well, the gap's stayed about 5.5 seconds the entire time, so... He's getting a tiny bit, but nothing crazy. Gap's Leclerc's opening up a bit as well. First infringement drive-through? That doesn't sound right. That does not sound right. Yeah, I don't think it would be a stop and go. I think it would be a normal drive penalty. A 5-second stop. Are you sure that's for F1 and not for something else? It sounds kind of like endurance racing or something there, but I don't know. That doesn't sound like F1 regulations. Okay, Yuki is catching 4.9. 13.4 that time around. We're 4 laps away from pink for the fresh softs. 11.8 for Verstappen.
Okay, mate, we've got some clear track around us now, so let's use it and make this next lap a quick one. Let's go.
Do you guys remember the old chicane at this layout? I think everyone remembers the old chicane. If they don't, they're definitely a new gen. That was on the WEC website. Yeah, that makes more sense. A drive-through for being slightly over the speed limit is definitely not right. You have to do something very wrong for a drive-through in F1. So to get about 2 tenths that lap.
Made that look easy. Nice work. That's why I love working with you. Smashed it.
And or 5 seconds. Yeah, 5 seconds sounds right. Let's see. We're both to get 3 laps, so we'll see if it is correct or not. We will see.
We need to catch up with the car ahead. Gap is currently around
I cannot
5
catch
seconds.
Leclerc. I don't know what's going on, but I literally cannot catch him. That won't help. Head to the old layout for Spain? Yeah, I wasn't a massive fan of it either. I've always liked Spain, but this new layout is definitely a lot better. Come on.
Okay, we're approaching the pit window.
Found no document for Ocon, doing 23. You got a 5 seconds for 80.1 kilometers an hour. Yeah. That sounds about right, so. I don't know, maybe because. I don't know, it's just a game. The game's a game. Right, we are 2 laps away from pitting, ladies and gentlemen. Verstappen's up to P6 now, 9.3 seconds. The gap between ourselves and him. Come on. Is F1 back this weekend? It is. In Vegas. Viva Las Vegas! The thing is, the AI barely ever get penalties. I've seen them like break track limits and never get warnings for it, which is why it's pointless, in my opinion, doing strict track limits in career mode. Because the amount of times that the AI can go off track and they just will never get a warning. I've never seen them ever get a warning for track limit. It's stupid, so why would you do the same, right? It's just pointless.
Okay, gap ahead.
I just remembered this is the last stream till after Sweden. Yep. Yep, no stream till Tuesday or Wednesday next week.
3 seconds.
You guys will have to go an entire week without my streams. What are you going to do with yourselves? You lost me for 2 and a bit weeks when I went to Canada. Now you're losing me for an entire week. Yeah, it's stupid, 80. Very stupid. You're flying, I'm betting? Obviously. No point driving that all that way. Is this the rejoin position including the 7th penalty? No. I don't think so. And the rejoin is just provisional. I don't think it's counting into effect the penalty after that. Right, next lap we're in, ladies and gentlemen. And then we're going to go flat out to the end and see what the soft tyres can do for us. Because at the moment, our pace is kind of nowhere, really. All right, here we go. Come on. I mean, our lap times are consistent, but yeah, nowhere near quick enough. Here we go. Final lap on these medium tyres. We are boxing this lap for a fresh soft tyre to the end of this race. And we'll have to serve this 10-second penalty. If it's a 10-second penalty, it probably is. It might be a 5. Well, have I got a penalty? I caught it Marca Baldi. Got a 10-second penalty for it. .9 to Sonoda, come on.
Box this lap, please. Box this lap.
All right, here we go. Alonso's in as well from P2. Leclerc's in too. They're all going soft tyres. I think Sonoda might be in here as well. Let's see. Not getting a penalty this time. Not getting a penalty this time. Sonoda stayed out. All right. How long is that? Yeah, it's a 10. Fuck.
Okay, go.
2.4.
Go. Perfect job on the turn in there,
Shit.
mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one.
We're caught behind Gasly again. For God's sake, man. I thought we were done with Gasly.
Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end.
Down in P13, but I think there's still a few more people to pit those, so we'll see. This better not be our net position, man. Agonizing if it is. Would have been hilarious if they put medium tires on. I'd have lost my mind. All right, let's get to work. What's done is done. Let's focus. Every point we get here is crucial. Damage limitation can add there, apparently. Is Gasly a rival? Yeah, I don't know why. Probably because we're similar rating. Quality laps from here on out. Yep. Did gain on Gasly in that lap as well. 40.4. We're close enough for a move here, maybe. Nah, I'm not going to do it. That would have cost a bit of time. Not worth it. If we're going to make moves, going to make sure it doesn't cost us. We're definitely close enough for the move, but... Payday tomorrow? I get paid on such a weird day. Fernando Alonso 11.2. 21st of every month. That's so random. Ours is usually on the 28th of every month. Because, you know, that's the last day of February and makes sense for every other month, so. Gasly should get past Piastri here.
The car behind starting to drop back.
We should get past him as well. Got to force this one. Oh my god, Piastri, that was a late move to the inside, my friend. Yeah, I'm cutting off your line there. That was a bit naughty, mate. Could have easily got into side of Gasly from that. That was very silly from Piastri. Very silly. You get paid bi-weekly. Honestly, if I had a choice, I'd want to be paid like that as well. Bi-weekly payments seem the way to go. But yeah, I'm monthly. I wouldn't like weekly, I don't think. I think weekly sounds nice, but it's probably quite easy to lose track of kind of your income in a way. When's Yuki boxing, by the way? It's gonna be boxing soon, right? We're quite close to Gasly this time. Let's do it. I hate that move so late on the inside there.
Great maneuver. You made it look so easy.
What's my job? I'm a engineer. Cook your way to P1 not by a sub. Yeah, I don't think so. Not without a safety car. Not without a safety car. Max win the championship this weekend. I think go to Qatar personally. I hope he wins it this weekend, but I don't think he gets it in Qatar. $11.4. Safety car would be huge right now. It would be good, but the problem is everyone would get a chance to go to fresh softs. Honestly, right now, I'm not even sure what place we're going to finish this race. I'm convinced Yuki Tsunoda's got a box again, no? I thought he did, but maybe not. Catcher and Hamilton quite nicely, 3.6 at the moment. You think we'll get P8? I would like to get back in the top 6, but yeah, it's gonna be tricky. We'll definitely need a bit of luck for that to happen. I missed the whole race. What's happened? Honestly, our pace has been quite poor today. We were running P5, P6, that sort of area. We got ourselves a really unnecessary, stupid 10-second penalty for speeding in the pits. We served that on our next pit stop. Now we're on soft tires to the end and in P11, so we're trying to push our way up the grids as fast as we can. 2.7 to Lewis at the moment. These soft tires feel good right now, but I don't know how long they're going to feel good for. But let's get past Lewis, get back in that top 10. See where we can go from there. Ocon's in P9 right now, the Alpine. Need Max have a blowout? Yeah. Yeah, Max is going to get some big points on us today, which is not good at all. Our form has definitely dropped off in recent races. Won the first race of the season, haven't won since then. Haven't taken a win since the Australian Grand Prix, so we are definitely slacking at the moment. Sounds like Braun GP, yeah. Except their, you know, lack of form came towards the end of the season more than anything. Or second half of the season, I should say, really. Not end. Almost in DRS Rachel Lewis.
The car behind is dropping back by about 3
Come on.
tenths of that. Well done.
Max will take you, I think, in the championship. Not today. He can't pass us today. We are 28 points ahead of him right now, so no matter what happens, he can't get ahead of us in the championship today. However, he will close that gap massively for... What is next? Austria? Can't remember what track's next. I think it's Austria. Barry's home Grand Prix if it is. Why is the AI so fast on this race in F122? One of the biggest problems in F122 was that. Just nothing you could do about it. What's my strongest circuit? Usually Spain. Spain and Mexico are usually my two circuits I do quite well at. Right, here we go. They get past Hamilton here. And this will get us back into the points. There we go. Back into the top 10 we go then. And Gasly, I think, got held up there. Finally back in the points, ladies and gentlemen. So we are going to score something today, as long as this stays like this. And if Gasly can get held up by Hamilton here, that would help us quite a lot. Sorry, yeah. Not plural, just a single point. I can't use it plurally. We're not getting multiple just yet until we get past Ocon. And even then, there's just a couple we're going to get. Well, with the next community race, Qatar. Next Sunday. Lewis Hamilton in 2022 would be like, do you even get a point for this position? I remember that, actually. What race was that in? Was that... Oh, I can't remember. I remember it saying it, but I don't know what race it was in. I was going to say Jeddah. Fuck. Yeah, see, Ocon went off the track there, but he wouldn't got a warning for that. Right, here we go. Past Ocon. Yeah, we can use the word point plurally now. We are finally getting points. Up into P9 we go. 1.5 seconds from Albon. 10 seconds to Norris. So that 10-second penalty we had right now would put us exactly where Norris is at the moment, basically. And that kind of proves our pace it's not been great. Not been great at all. Did PR be the max today? Yeah. Unless something happens to anyone in that top 8 right now, then, yeah, PR by the best we can do. Unfortunately. Well, but in Monaco, missed that race. We finished P3 in Monaco. We got a slow stop and wing damage, basically a lap after each other, so... I think we probably would have finished P2 in Monaco without the wing damage. Don't think we would have won. But, yeah, P3 is still decent with wing damage. We're going to catch Lando, you reckon? We'll see. Could be tight at the end. Here we go on Alex Albon. Got some good straight line speed here. We should clear him as he opts for the inside line. We'll just move over to the left-hand side. Up into P8 we go. That's another position gain. Gasly's lost a bit more time, which is good for us. We'll try and pull away from Albon at the moment. 8.2 to Yuki Tsunoda. 14 to... 8.2 to Lando. and 14 to Tsunoda. So without that 10-second penalty, we probably would be catching up to Tsunoda right now and would have confirmed a top 6. But yeah, the pace has definitely not been great, even without that penalty. Are we on 100% AI? 110 AI, max AI. Stroll could have cooked it at one stop. Did Stroll one stop? No way. Did Stroll actually one stop this race? Break away from Albon's DRS. Don't think Gas will get past him this lap. 11.4. Our lap times are very good, very consistent. 7 seconds to Norris. Can we try and pip P7 away from the McLaren? Every point we get right now is absolutely crucial. I do think Verstappen has dropped off a few places here. Oh, I think it's actually P3, which is actually still not great for us. So he'll get 15 points at the moment. As it stands, we're only getting 4. If we can get past Norris, we'll get 6. And that'll be a 9-point deficit. Which is not great, but could have been a lot worse. Could have also been a lot better as well. I don't think we'll catch Yuki. Unless Yuki gets some very late troubles. I don't think we'll catch him. 6 seconds to gap to Lando at the moment. This could go to the wire between ourselves and Lando Norris for those vital points. Is it an Aston 1-2? It is. Aston are cooking this race so far. Who has the fastest lap? Fastest lap overall.
Fastest lap at the moment, 1 minute 10.9.
Not sure who it's from. I was hoping it'd tell me, but it doesn't. It probably is from the Astons, maybe Alonso or something. Is it Leclerc, is it? He's cooking then. Ah, for God's sake. Silly mistake. I was thinking it could be Alonso because he's been flying in this Grand Prix. Scotch and Kopi, thanks for following us on Twitch, guys, as well. Appreciate you. Welcome in. Hope you guys are having a good one. Appreciate the follows. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Last 6 laps of this race. 5.4 seconds, the gap to Lando Norris. We're not getting a lot on this one. This wasn't our best lap by far. Yeah, well far off that time, 12.6. 5.3 seconds. This is going to be tight between ourselves and Norris, isn't it? Aston's a battle, they might take each other out. I've never seen that really happen in F1, but we'll see. Would be crazy if they did, though. Turn 5 is my least favorite breaking zone in the game. Dude, I fully fucking agree. I don't know what it is with turn 5, but I just cannot do it right, ever. I don't even know if, like, there's a reference point or anything. I kind of just break and pray. I always struggle with turn 5. Yeah, so I think without the penalty, P6 is probably the best result we could get. Because like I say, if you remove 10 seconds from our time right now, we're only where Yuki Tsunoda is at the moment. So I honestly don't think that the 10-second penalty is probably going to cost us 1 position, I think. So I don't know how I don't know how valuable that 1 position will be at the end of the season, but we could be looking back on it, that's for sure. 12.1 that time, it's a bit better. 3.8 to Lando Norris. We gained about 0.8 in that last lap. So we're not quite getting as much as we once were. But should be enough to hopefully get him by the end of the race. What's the next GP again? I'm pretty sure it's Austria. Pretty sure it's Austria. .1 to Norris. Come on. Come on. 4 to go. Tyre's still feeling pretty good right now. I probably jinxed it now, haven't I? Check tyre wear. Left side's as expected. Not great.
0.9 seconds.
2.6. What was that last lap? 12.0. Not bad. All of the 11 lap times we've got were with DRS, so we're doing pretty good without DRS right now.
Gap ahead, please. 2.5 seconds.
Bit of a new car. Feels like I need it after this weekend. To get any rotation there. It is Austria next year, I thought so. Barry's home Grand Prix. See what we can do. Oh, felt the car sliding a bit there. Get a couple tenths in that corner though with it. Come on. Come on. 1.6. Here we go. Only a few to go now. Chat lap 64 of 66. Can we try and beat Lando Norris to the line here in Spain? It's not going to be the finish we're after, fighting for P7, but it's going to be the best we can get at this rate. We should hopefully get DRS in the next lap. Whether we can get the move done, though, is a different question. And this will be our first finish outside the podium this season as well, don't forget. From all the races we've finished, we're finishing the podium. This will be the first time we don't do that in this season. So it's been a good run. But that will come to an end today. I think we might just be inside DRS here. Yeah, we are. Good. We are going to have DRS on Lando Norris. We are a bit too far back at the moment. DRS wide open. Down towards turn 1 we go. We'll get close towards the back of the Brit, but I think we're going too far back at the moment. We are catching very quickly, but definitely too far back as it stands. Through turn 2 and 3. Norris will just pull away a little bit as we get hit with that slightly dirty air. Come on. Look how close we are. Up towards the hill. Are we going to be close enough? Onto this back straight. Didn't quite get the X I wanted there. We're going to be a little bit too far away here. And it's all to come down to the final lap, ladies and gentlemen. The final lap. And probably turn 1 will be where it's done. Let's see. Last few corners of the penultimate lap of the Spanish Grand Prix. Just try and keep it close to Lando Norris. And hopefully we'll be able to strike past him down towards the opening corner. Here we go. DRS wide open. Let's use up the battery. Here we go, Lando Norris. Very little the McLaren can do. And we do fly by for P7. And we should take home that result as well. Well set up for ourselves. But we're not going to celebrate it too hard because it's only for P7, which is very dismal for the championship, really.
5 seconds.
Got a little bit out of shape in turn 4 as well, which doesn't really help. I'll tell you what, our fuel's a little bit low here. Oh my God, look at our fuel. Did I nail the fuel today or what? Fernando Alonso has won the Spanish Grand Prix, so he can pay out the prediction mods. Fernando Alonso, winner here in Spain. The home hero as well. I just got to be a little bit careful with this fuel. I don't want to get low fuel levels across the line, so we might hold up Lando a tiny bit here, but we should still have to finish ahead of him. Here we go. Round at the final corner. Here in Spain, ladies and gentlemen. P7 is where we'll finish on the day. Very, very disappointing to be nowhere near the podium. We needed to get a good result today after a mid-qualifying, and a P7 is definitely not what we were after. Carlos Sainz gets driver of the day as well. He had a pretty good race. I think he finished 4th or something, so...
It's happy days for the Fonz. Today, Fernando Alonso.
Poor day, man. Very, very poor day. Not enough for a fuel sample. You're DSQ'd. Yeah, that low fuel mode got a little bit scary there. GG's, ladies and gentlemen. GG's. We live to fight another day, but the championship has come down quite drastically. I think Verstappen finished in P3, but I'll have a look in a second. Which means the championship has come down by 9 points, I believe. But we'll check everything in a moment. Barry's getting sacked in the morning. We might be cooked, chat. No way, he's second. No, he's third. Wait, is he? I think he's third. Please don't tell me he's second. Don't tell me he's second. No, he's third. Okay, good, bro. I was nervous for a second there. He's P3. We're good. We're good. And Aston Martin 1-2 here in Spain, though, chat. What has Adrian Newey cooked in that Aston? What on earth has he cooked? Oh, man. GG's, ladies and gentlemen. Verstappen will extend the championship lead on us. And it will be by 9 points. He didn't get that fast lap. Charles Leclerc got that fast lap earlier in the race, so he'll get that extra point. Carlos Sainz had a great day. Started P13, finished P4. He had a much better race than us. Much, much better. But look at that. The Aston Martins on top by 1.5 miles here in Spain. Fernando Alonso beats Stroll by 6 seconds, who in turn finishes 5 seconds ahead of Max Verstappen, which is crazy. The Aston Martins were flying here in Spain. Verstappen finishes up the podium in 3rd place. Carlos Sainz in 4th. Yuki Tsunoda in 6th with Charles Leclerc in 5th. Ourselves in 7th there. Really, really poor day. Couldn't get the pace until that 10-second penalty as well. Probably costs a chance of trying to fight for that top 5. And, yeah, P7 was the best we could do, but only 6 points, which is really, really poor. Lando Norris, Pierre Gasly, Alex Albon all scoring points as well today. And there are the rest of the top 10. Sergio Perez down in P15. Really poor day for him. Did Lance Stroll do that one-stopper? He did. Wow. And he kind of cooked with it as well, to be fair. P2 is really, really good. Started 5th, finished 2nd. Fair play. Fair play. Maybe we should have done the one-stop as well. Yuki Tsunoda with the one-stop as well. Lando with the one-stop. Albon, Ocon, Hamilton all one-stop too. And everyone else down here two-stopped other than George Russell, who DNF'd fairly early in the race. But, yeah. Man, that's tough. That is tough to have not got a lot of points there. So let's have a look at the driver standings then, ladies and gentlemen, as we head into our home Grand Prix, the Austrian Grand Prix. 19 points. The gap between ourselves and Max Verstappen. The championship race is really hotting up. Everyone below us basically gained on us. Verstappen gained on us by 9 points. Alonso gained on us by nearly 20 points, I'm pretty sure. I think it was about 18 points he gained. Yeah, about 18 points I think he gained us in that race. Leclerc in P4 as well. He gained a good haul of points on us today as well as Carlos Sainz, who's got into the 100 mark today too with 101 points. So, yeah, really not a good day for the championship. Really, really not a good day for the championship. And it should make for a very, very, very spicy season for winning this championship. Can we defend it? We'll have to wait and see. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, P7 is what we have to rest with. That is tough. Very, very tough. We will bounce back in Austria. We will bounce back in Barry's home Grand Prix. Alonso cooking. He really is. He really, really is. Charles deserves to be world champion. He's always in the fight. Yeah, to be fair, he was our championship rival last season, wasn't he? He took it until like the last few rounds of the season. Yeah, we ended up just holding him off. But this year, it's looking very, very feisty for the title, which I like. I like it a lot. A week gap to Austria? I know. What are you guys going to do? Liam, thanks for following on Twitch. I appreciate it, dudes. Welcome in as well. Sergeant winning Vegas GP, IRL. We will be there no matter what. Hey, look at that, chat. 90 rated. Woo. We are 90 rated now. I don't know how, because we had a pretty bad race there, but I'll take it. I ain't going to complain. I'm not going to complain. How many drivers are 90 rated in this career now?
Rival. This is the perfect opportunity to show the world why you belong in this sport. And to show
New rival.
you why you belong
Oh, I like
with
that.
my very exclusive clientele.
I like that a lot.
I love working with you.
Max Verstappen has become our new rival. I feel like it was probably going to happen anyway, but there you go. We have finally got a competent rival. Max Verstappen will be our rival for probably the rest of the season, I'm pretty sure. That will make things very interesting for sure. And we've nearly beat Pierre Gasly on the rivalry there as well. I need one more point and we should beat him on that. Let's have a quick look at the driver ratings. Is that where I can see? Driver ratings graph. Okay, so I can't... Driver rating comparison. There we go. Right, so these are all the driver ratings for this season. Verstappen's 97, Leclerc's 95, Lando's 93, Carlos is 90, Russell's 91, Hamilton 89 as well as Perez, Gasly's 88, Alonso's 89, Albon 87, Ocon 86, Piastri's only 85, damn. He's not really progressed much in his career, is he? He really has not progressed much. Sonoda's 83, Hulkenberg's 83, Bottas 83, Ricciardo 82 as well as Magnussen, Stroll 79. Zhou's higher rated than Lance Stroll. That might say enough. That might say enough. Ollie Behrman 76, Vesti 74, and you can see the rest of the other F2 and F3. Probably not F3 actually, just F2 drivers here. Sargent 72 there as well. Yeah. All the other F2 drivers there too. That could get a seat at some point. And actually, good rival. Yeah, literally. That'll be a good fight, that one. A very good fight. Right, I'm guessing there's not really much we can do on the R&D because all the parts are locked still. So we'll have to wait and see what happens on the day in Austria. Double Aston 1-2 won't be shown on the rating. Insane. Are you trying to pun there? I don't know if you're trying to pun. Can you not have any of the legends? That's my team only, I think, AT. That's my team only. Who actually is Berry? Google him. Google him. In accordance with the R&D, Aston Martin has had an upgrade removed from their car. Lovely. Good stuff. The more upgrades they get removed, the better. I mean... Chat, look at the field. Look at the field. That is really tight. Pretty much across the grid now, isn't it? The only team that's not really close is Sauber. The rest of the 9 teams are so damn close together. This balancing out the field chip makes things very crazy, doesn't it? It definitely does what it says on the tin. But pretty much Aston Martin, Mercedes, Red Bull, and Racing Bull are all neck and neck on the R&D. Then you got a small gap between them four. Then Ferrari, Alpine are fairly close together there. Haas, McLaren, Williams near the bottom. And then Sauber all alone at the bottom there. To kick Sauber really kicking off? Yeah. Yeah, they really are. I wonder if at the end of the season we might see Sauber as a strong team. with this chip. 2022 McLaren for real? Yeah. Yeah, for real. Matt, thanks for following on Twitch, mate. Appreciate it, dude. Welcome in. Right, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to be us done and dusted for the night, I think. That's what she said. Oh, wait, watch it. Watch it. So, really, really difficult day at the office for ourselves. We do maintain the championship lead, but it has come down quite significantly after the Spanish Grand Prix, and that's kind of been the story of this kind of part of the season, really. This maybe second quarter of the season has been really tough for ourselves, and for the first time in this season, we've finished outside the points. We had that one DNF, but obviously it's a DNF, doesn't count as a finish, so we didn't score any points there, but in terms of finishing positions... Yeah, we've finally finished outside the top 3. So, yeah, that's tough. That is a very, very tough position to be in. But hopefully, in Austria next week, we'll come back and we'll bounce back onto the podium and hopefully get Berry a home GP win. He couldn't quite win in Austria in Season 2. Did he win in Season 1? No, he didn't. He got P2 in both of those. So, hopefully, we can get some redemption this season and some redemption for last season as well when we couldn't quite take victory in Austria as well. But, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to wrap us up for the night. How much do your setup cost? Please say a price and not a lot. A good bit. How about AlphaTauri so high up? I mean, I'm going to say it was me. Because technically, we were in Racing Bull for Season 1 and we kind of cooked. At least £4. Have a good trip. Thank you, K. Craig. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this will be the last stream for a little while. The next time I'll be live will be either Tuesday or Wednesday next week. I'll let you guys know on Discord what the plan will be. But from Tuesday next week will be when I go live next. From tomorrow onwards, I'm going to be in Sweden until Monday. I arrived quite late on Monday, so I'm not going to be able to stream on Monday, unfortunately. So Tuesday onwards will be when we can stream again. So I'll let you guys know on Discord when I plan to go back live, but it'll definitely be from Tuesday onwards. I'll be posting a lot on my Instagram, so if you haven't followed me on Instagram, now's a good chance to do so. All my social medias are in the chat, including my Twitter and my Discord. So do jump in on Discord if you haven't already as well. Great place to be. And in the meantime, let's rate someone. Let's see. Not really that many people live, actually. Let's rate Dana. She'll be live for a few hours more, I'm pretty sure. But maybe in a couple hours, actually. But either way, we'll go rate her. I'm taking her to Sweden anyway, so more like she's taking me, but whatever. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is me done for the night. We're going to rate over to the wonderful Miss Dana A. She's my lovely girlfriend from across the seas, also a streamer herself. She's also a big F1 fan, so you can talk to her about F1. I'm sure she'll have a good chat with you about it. She's more of a McLaren fan, though, so yeah, I know, a bit of a downside. I'm a Red Bull fan myself, and I'm an Aston Martin fan, so we don't really go hand in hand like that. All my social medias are in the chat right now as well. Twitter, Instagram, Discord in the chat. Like I say, do jump in our Discord if you haven't already, so we get announcements on when we go live. There's a schedule, so I can see what we're doing on what day. And of course, you can sign up for our community races as well if you want to join on the community races in the future. Do follow me on Instagram as well. I'm posting a lot of my stories over the next few days of my trip in Sweden. So if you're interested in what I'm up to, make sure you follow my Instagram. I'll be posting on there from time to time. But until Tuesday or Wednesday next week, have a fantastic week, and I'll see you guys on, we'll say Wednesday, just to be safe. But if not, Tuesday. Good night. Bit to the lemon dance.